we're live. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Happy Thursday. I always gotta think about what day it is. I'm like, happy, what day is that? I don't know. I didn't send off my Twitter post. Darn it, I keep forgetting. But hello, everybody. How y'all doing? It's Archaeology Day. We're gonna do a few little dailies first, and then we'll get started on good old archaeology. Copy that. And paste. Here we go. Post. Okay. I don't have a Facebook on my phone yet, do I? I didn't add this to my phone. Shoot. Alright. Hello, Thalia. How you doing? Hello, McCowan. Glad to have you back. Beth, Kubwa, how are you? Glad to have you all here, guys. YFN, welcome. Happy Thursday. Hey, Kraken, how you doing, my friend? I saw your name in the description and think it's absolutely cute. Thank you. Yep, that's my name. Oh, you saw it. How on earth did you get through Dragonflight Renown, though? I'm doing one Renown at a time, and it's like there's no end to it. Doing Dragon Scale Expedition right now, and got to 18. If you want to know the truth, all I did was the weekly. For, like, the main ones. That's all I did. I just did the weekly. The Aiding the Accord quest. I did that every week. That's it. That's all I did. That's literally it, so... I didn't really do a whole lot more beyond that. Evening, afternoon as well. 8 p.m. for you, 2 p.m. for you. It is 12 p.m. for me. Right on the money. 9 p.m. Nice. Living in the past. I love it. Alright, let's see. We did that. Let's see here. So let's do a few quick dailies. Because dailies are good. Don't want to get behind on those. Consistency is how we get stuff done. So none of that. Let's see, we need to look at Kalteros. None of that. Alright, let's do our lightning steel. Get that taken care of. Lightning steel. Okay, and we need Blingtron. Pet, maybe? Nope, no pet for 144 days in a row. Alright. Blingtron, Lightning Steel, Zereth Mortis. Can wait. I should kick off the Kyrian table, though. Let's go back to my thing. There we go. Hello, Ufeel. How you doing? Glad to have you here. Hello, I saw your choose your main video. Oh, choose your main video. Really nice stuff. Thank you. I'm glad you liked it. Glad I could help. I want to do more videos like that in the future. I'm taking not really a break from YouTube, but just I guess the break. A minor break. For now. Trying to get Twitch all, in action. But I will be doing more videos like that. I have a whole bunch of stuff planned, so don't think I'm going like anywhere permanently on YouTube. It is happening. Just not right now. See, those still have 44 minutes, but I can do more. We got Kralia. Do I have the characters for it? I think I do. Hold on, let me give him some upgrades. Yes, I want to upgrade Braun. We want that. Is that the only upgrade pieces I got? I guess so. That's fine. Heal all of you. Okay. Now. Let's see. Is that going to be enough? Probably not. Well. Companions have no HP. What? Is it because I healed them while they were in there? Let's try this anyways. There it goes. Yeah, I was just confused. Okay, now let's do the rest of these. Anyway, here we go. Okay, ooh, archaeology. Yes, we're gonna kick into some archaeology again. I need to get back into doing that at least weekly. So, because I still have 4 pieces of mog to get from it. Needs to be done. There we go. Okay, that's done. What do we have in terms of callings? Aiding Revendreth, Eldraxis, challenge. Okay. So neither of those. Death Norris World Quest, Azerothian World Quests, Forbidden Reach, Dailies, Little Scales. I can do those later because those aren't. I do that. Whoa!
Mama_dumpling_ raided your channel with 6 viewers.
Oh man, we're getting a raid this early? That's a first, I think. Congratulations. Welcome, everybody. How are y'all? Hope you're doing fantastic. TLDR is a mission table thing specifically for Shadowlands missions. It can help you send out followers and stuff. Because the Shadowlands mission table is gross. So, it helps automate it in a way. Also, stay hydrated, everyone. It's good for you. Anyway, yes. Glad to have you all here. Thank you so much for the raid. Excellent. Alright, let me back up here. I think I missed some chat. I just did all the World Quest 2. I was just spending the majority of time in DF when DF came out. Finished Renown last year. Nice. Yeah, you did more than I did. I didn't really even do much. Like, I did some World Quests, but when I realized they weren't on a 8, 12, or 24-hour timer, they're twice a week, I literally stopped doing them because I stopped caring. Because I wasn't going to get very far with them, because I'd finish them all out and then be done and pick my nose for 3 days. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to go do other things, so I don't even bother with them. Got my first Argent tournament mount today. Congrats, that's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, I can do that later. I'm not too worried. Alright. Let's go ahead and get into archaeology. I did the little things I cared about. Let's see, I was using this one for now. Doing all the world quests help. Soup for Tuskar rep. Soup, Siege for Dragon 1. Grand Hunts for Centaur. Oh, for sure. There's definitely lots of ways to get rep. I was just very lazy about it. Like early last year, I think. Nice. Yeah, that's about when I was doing it too. World quests and events, yeah. Thank you. I also am trying to do the world quest for Dragonskull right now, but going one renown at a time. Gotcha. Okay. I don't want to ride this mount on you. Let's do, I don't know, the Netherwing. Sure. I never ride that. Alright, and we have, what was it, High Mountain? Yes. I want to customize my dragon. I haven't actually ever used this thing. Let me go customize this, and then we'll head out to, whatever. Did you finish Love is in the Air? I did not. I still do not have the manuscript. I tried again last night, still don't have it. Probably won't get it this year, so that's not happening. I finished everything else, though. Just not the manuscript. No luck. I chose Warlock for Dragonflight and War Within max level stuff and Arcane Mage for Shadowlands and everything before that. Very nice. Hope that helps. Absolutely. Oh, let me back up. I missed. That's why. I find more hard choosing the main alt since I can have time to gear and play 2 characters. Understandable. Totally understandable. Alright. Yeah, I just play whatever's fun, to be honest. Only 2 skin colors? Really? That's it? Just the 2? I really feel like there should be more for that. That's okay. Because I probably don't have a lot for this guy, do I? Barbed seems cool. Definitely do armor. The helm is neat. Alright, crest. Triple spike. Yeah. Jaw. They don't have a lot of options for these guys. Wow. They got kind of skimped. Huh. Well, that's okay. Alright. I couldn't even... Did I not even... Was I not even able to choose my armor color? Body armor. Really? I can't even choose my armor color? Man. I think I just got gypped. Alright. That's okay. Hello, Mama Dumpling. How you doing? Glad to have you here. Let's see. Yeah, we'll just go to Azuna. That's fine. I've used Venture Plan. I'll check yours out. Yeah, I like TLDR because you can set a priority list of what kinds of like missions you want it to do, and it'll run simulations to try to do its best to complete them, you know, with accuracy, and then you just send them all off. It's pretty easy. I like it. 2 times 20s on stream. Congrats, Mama Dumpling. That's awesome. Congratulations. That's impressive. More than I could do right now. I mean, I probably could if I wanted to, but I don't want to. So I don't think I'd be able to do it. Congratulations. Alright, we need an Archy back on. Get ourselves all set up here. Okay, get over to High Mountain. Looks like the archaeology is in High Mountain this week. You'll find Renown super slow if you're spreading yourself out everywhere. But yeah, if you're wanting ways to min-max a Renown if you want, waiting for all the buffs if you're wanting, I highly recommend just trying to focus on doing world quests and not looking at the bar too much. Get your rep contracts. Yep, there's that too, yeah. Either buy them or Inscription can make them. Oh, that's right. The Artisans Consortium expired. Aw. Thank you for reminding me. You're welcome. I just did my first Artisans Consortium rep yesterday. Since those aren't a part of the main renown, I was like, where the heck are these? I had to actually look it up. Okay. Come on. Let's get over there. Oh, I don't want Durguth. Alright, oh, it's right here. Right here in the thick of it. Got it. Okay, and we need survey. Survey says. Ding. So here we go. Kick back, relax. We're gonna see, it's still nighttime, I see. We're gonna be seeing a lot of High Mountain. It's a little dark though, so let's brighten it up here. There we go. There, you can actually see now. But yeah, we begin our archaeology journey. So here we go. I feel like the coolest part of the runs was the first run was Everbloom, and hubby had time to go with us. He's been working a new job and is in classes to get his C and A, so he's having some WoW FOMO, and timing a new 20 and getting a new portal before work helped all of us feel good. Ah, well that's good to hear. Definitely good to hear. I like that. Good. There we go. So wibbly wobbly. Is there a way to move the fragment bar at the bottom? How my layout is, I can't see it. Probably. I don't know how there is to do it outside of LVY, but for LVY, you just change the layout. But other than LVY, I'm not sure. I am unsure, I'm sorry. There we go. If you have LVI questions, though, I could probably help. There we go. Much as I love my pets, they're kind of in the way. Let's get rid of them here. Ah, no worries. Might be a copycat and do some archaeology too. No, you're totally fine. By all means, there's a lot to get done with archaeology, and it's a long grind. It's not a quick thing. And I still have that goal. I would like to get it completely done before they update it. I don't know when they're gonna update it, but they're in the process of possibly trying out some new archaeology event stuff right now with the Azerothian archive stuff. They're calling that archaeology, so who knows? Could be in War Within. Also, I need to turn my heater on. It is cold in here. It actually snowed last night, which is normal. It's still winter. It's February. There we go. Nope. Turn that way. There we go. Okay. I think the diff renown helps a bit with the renown progress, don't they? I don't remember that well. I know I tried to do a lot of them when they came out for rewards and rep, not necessarily out of fear that they would be harder to do later on. I'm not sure, to be honest. Really all I did was like do all the quests for all the zones, you know, which gets you to like what was like 11 or 12 renown base, because I do all the quests anyways. And then I just did the weekly every week. Like that was it. I really don't have any like great information for Dragonflight rep beyond that. So, because I quickly learned I didn't care that much, so. But yeah, the Lore Master would help. Yeah, for sure. Doing Lore Master always helps. Like, just as a general rule for any reputation, every expansion is like this to a point. At least, like, maybe Cata Plus. Every expansion is like this. I don't know about Wrath. Maybe Wrath too. But anyway, at least Cata Plus, if you do all the quests in the zones, you get a lot of rep for whatever faction that zone applies to. And then that's when I begin my rep grind is at the end of that, because then whatever... Do I need this? No. Then you only have to farm whatever's left. And in some expansions, like Legion and BFA, you'll be like almost revered by the time you're done questing. So, it's pretty good. Dragonflight's the same way. I think I was between like 9 and 12. I don't remember exactly which one. Plus, after your first time, you get a higher buff for it again, but... you know. I gotta unlock WoD, Legion, BFA, and Shadowlands campaign. I got a lot to do. You do. But just remember not to stress. Like, unless they specifically say something is changing or going somewhere, you're fine. No need to overload yourself. Because that, to me at least, is the joy of WoW. There's so much to do. You'll never run out of things to do. You know, if you're the type that does everything, you're in good shape. Okay. But once I'm done, I can skip parts on the next character. Yeah, you can indeed. Exactly. Yesterday I started collecting the tomes that teach different hunter pet families on my hunter. I didn't realize how many they have. Yeah, there's actually quite a few. Kind of like starting with what? Legion is when they started adding those, because there's like the Feathermane one that they added, and then there's like the Dragon one now, there's an Otter one, there's the Blood Beast one, but that's from doing normal, at least normal, Oldir. Off of Gahoon, which I don't have that one, I've not been able to get it, but there's quite a few. There's the Dragon Kit, no, I already said the Dragon Kit one. Yeah. The Undead one, there's that one. There's a lot. I really wish, like, they would do something like that for Warlocks. Because how cool would it be to, like, go tame your demons? Have to, like, go hunt down specific demons and, like, you know, learn their name and capture them and force them into a contract. Or maybe get them to agree. You could take a nice route and be like, hey, you want to work with me? We could be besties. You never know. That'd be cool. And then the succubus is like, oh my gosh, we could be besties! And you totally wear, like, matching tailbands. Anyways. It'd be fun. There we go. Yeah, there's a lot to do in WoW, but we can only focus on so much at a time. Exactly. Which is why, take it chill. Unless it's something that you know is going away. Take it chill. Do the chill. Okay. Do these pristine quests, do they give... I don't think so. No. They don't give a... whatever you call it. Stuff. Level up. There you go. And on one character. Yeah, no kidding. I love that you never run out of stuff to do because I want it all, but I have a question. So transmog any character, collect War Within, but what about raids? We can't solo. How is Legacy loot gonna work for that? I honestly have no idea because they've not given us a lot of detail. I don't even know if we'll be able to collect class tier because they said that's something they were debating whether or not we should be able to do on classes that can't use specific class tier. Like if I'm a mage, they don't want me collecting priest, which would undermine the whole thing. So I honestly don't have any answers for you on that right now, Thalia. They haven't really put out a lot on it. All they said is this is the direction they might be going. So I don't know if that's going to include weapons. I don't know if they are going to include class tier. I don't know if it's going to include open world gear because the only examples have been instances. Specifically raids. I won't have any information until I put out more, I'm afraid, because I'm curious too. I want to see what's going to happen with that. So, I don't know. There we go. Come here, you. We just don't know yet. Yeah, exactly. Hopefully soon. Looking forward to that news. Same. Like that. Of anything that's coming in War Within, that's probably one of the biggest things I'm excited for. And I'm trying not to get too hopeful, because Blizzard's really good at making awesome, like, hey, look at this new quality of life thing. And you're like, yeah, that fixes so many problems. And then they add this silly rule to it that just ruins the whole thing. And you're like, haha, it's even worse than before. Alright. So, you know. Wish we could pick the demon's name. Aw, Sam. That would be cool. But it's probably going to change a lot over the year in the next two. Exactly. Yeah, it's... We'll see, because War Within comes out at the end of this year.
Talvras followed your channel.
Thank you so much for the follow, Taldris. Welcome. Glad to have you here. Hope you enjoy your stay, and remember to hydrate. There we go. Hydrate. Yeah, because War Within is, I mean, kind of soon if you want to think of it that way. Because they're talking about possibly, you know, August. Which means pre-patch would probably be about a month before that. So, like, July. It's not that far away. If you really think about it. It's this year. So I'm hoping we'll get news soon. We'll find out. I finally got auto today. DF mount from getting gold coin. Congrats, Beth! I just did that last week. That was a little bit of a grind, but it was worth it. It was fun. It's adorable. I liked Otto. It was cute. I hope we can solo raids instantly, because groups for Legacy gear is going to be a shit show otherwise. Yeah. Well, that's the thing, too, is Blizzard, like, a raid can be set to Legacy. Like, BFA is technically Legacy. It already is. It has been for a while. But whether or not we can solo it, that's a different matter. So being set to Legacy is unfortunately a separate ordeal from actually being able to solo it, unfortunately. Which is something I hope they'll address, but honestly I have my doubts. Because it was one of those things where like, yeah, we fixed it. You can solo it now. And then they didn't. You couldn't. And just haven't gotten around to it, and it's been like 6 years. So, you know, whatever. We'll see if that happens. So yeah, lots of people, me included, feel like it's worth just waiting and working on a lot of mog farming at the moment. Understandable. Yeah, I'm not doing like any major mog farms. I'm more or less just continuing as normal. So, you know, doing the do. It's mainly like reputation is also like really what I want to see, account-wide reputation. Because like, for example, a lot of the Shadowlands Covenant stuff, not all of it, but some of it is rep specific. Even Venthyr. The Venthyr's Ember Court. If you get all the other stuff out of Ember Court, all you have to do is grind the main Ember Court rep on an alt, and you can just buy their transmog, that armor that you couldn't learn in your main. And even if they don't include stuff like that, which I kind of doubt they will, to be honest, in the account-wide Mog learned thing. If they do the account-wide rep some point, I'll already have it and I can just go buy it. You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm waiting on that. I'm waiting on alts for that. But I'm still continuing as normal in my main. There we go. Love your YouTube videos. It doesn't matter much if it's legacy unless they fix mechanics. Yeah, exactly, Talgis. Exactly. Yep. Like, VFA has been legacy for a while, but you can't frickin' solo some of it because of the mechanics. Isn't the bottleneck for SL Covenant Gear the offerings? For the Renown offerings, yes. Those are tied specifically to that. I'm talking about the ones that are rep required, which is separate from the Renown. Let's see where we go. Like Ember Court. The Ember Court, no offerings needed. The only stuff that needs offerings is specifically the Renown rep. The Renown stuff off that vendor, the Quartermaster. Everything else, though, is not related. Like, Winter Court or whatever it is. Winter... something. For the Night Fae. That's strictly anima. You just need enough anima and the rep. A lot of stuff. Our grateful offerings are, like, while you need a lot, they're actually used for a lot less than you think. It's kind of weird. I don't know why it was a thing at all, to be honest. They didn't really need the grateful offerings part. Dig in 4 minutes. Nice. Good luck, Thalia. Hope you enjoy. Sam, your reputation is really only worth doing once. Waiting on the same. Yeah, same. I've been waiting for years. I pretty much always refuse, with the exception of, like, paragons for mounts and stuff, refused to farm rep on alts. For that exact reason. I'm like, this is not enjoyable. I want to do this once, enjoy it, and not do it again. So I've been waiting for a long time. Yes. And I am here, and here I am doing rep grinds for the second time. Yeah, Thalia, come on, you silly goose. Yeah, no, I don't see any fun in it. Like, if you enjoy it, by all means, do it a second time, but I don't enjoy it. I like it the first time, and that's it. Oh man, account-wide reputations and prefix expansions, please. We got that late Season 1 or Season 2 DF, didn't we? I had to do 8 character world quests and events to get max as I could for recipes to be the best profession person, and the man that was going nice getting account-wide. It's not technically account-wide. What you're seeing is you're getting some of the rewards are buyable account-wide. That's all that is. You don't actually have that renown on your alts, you just have a buff for the renown. So that you can get more renown like Pandaria. It's just they made some of the buyable stuff, like, you know, gear and stuff, account-wide. I'm a rep ho. Understandable. I've been finding buying Shadowlands Mog very easy now that my Shadowlands main has all the max stuff done in Zerath Mortis. Nice. Congrats. Yeah, Shadowlands really isn't that hard. It's not a matter of, like, difficulty, it's a matter of patience. Which is kind of funny, because that really kind of fits into the afterlife sort of thing. It's a grind. Not hard, though. There we go. Paragon stuff is the worst. I'm grinding the Enlightened rep on 3 characters for the toy, mount recipe, and engineering portal thing. It's mind-numbing. Oh, tell me about it. Especially the Enlightened, because, like, you can really only do, like, world quests, maybe rares if you really want to deal with that. But just the world quests and the weekly, that's kind of it. I'm doing Enlightened as well. I think that's the last... I believe that's the last Paragon that I actually need something from. Yeah. No, there's a Talandia's Rep Paragon on Horde for a toy. But besides that, yeah, I still need the Ray Soul from it and the schematic for the Buffinid. It does not want to drop, it's killing me. And the World Boss, well yeah, I was including that in World Quest, because it's a weekly World Quest. Which gives like 500 or whatever it is, so that's pretty nice. I have a bank called Bo Dude, and you should see all the rep stuff in his bank. Oh, BOE Dude, I see. Okay, I got you. That's funny. Just like Kraken's guide is on the farming in Zerath Mortis, you just need to be done with questing and the system upgrade. Absolutely. It'd be easy if your account shared all the currencies and upgrades, but you know. Same, agreed, agreed, agreed. Currency tab account-wide, please. Yeah, that makes sense. At least they made the engineering wormhole thing account-wide now. I know, isn't that nice? I absolutely love it. I do have that. I got that on my main quite a while back. It's been really nice. VOE, dude. Yeah, that's funny. Hello, Misty. How you doing? Welcome to Archaeology Day. Strap in. We're gonna be doing this for a while. So I can't turn in any of my restored artifacts until I get archaeology. I think it's 600 for the ones I need. So, yeah. Gonna be a hot minute. If the currency tab was account-wide, I'd be happy forever. You and me both, McCowan. Man. Yeah, it's really just, like, there's not a lot of things left I want account-wide. It's just the rep, /renown, currency, the currency tab, and, like, some unlocky stuff. Like, if I do the unlock for Najatar once, please, 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 stop making me do it on every single character subsequently. You know what I mean? Unlock a skip, please! That type of thing. Do you have to have engineering to use that? You do indeed, yes. It is part of the engineering Shadowlands toy. So if you don't, we only have to have engineering Shadowlands level 1 though. Ironically, the Shadowlands engineering is the best engineering portal toy out of all of them. And that's coming from someone who has all of them. It's even better than the Dragonflight one, because it doesn't confuse you with weird text. It has very specific points every time. You can rely on it. And it has an Ouroboros port, unlike Valdrakken, which we don't have for engineering. And you don't have to set up all the triangulation weirdness. So. Why is there a cap on flight stones? I don't get that. Yeah, I don't understand that either. It's really irritating, especially if you're trying to get the 20k achievement or whatever it is. I have to keep spending my flight stones on random vendor gear so I can get it. Did I get the manuscript? Nope. I did not, and I probably won't, unfortunately. Me and Silver still both don't have it, and I'm over 500 tries, so probably not getting it this year. I understand why some currency shouldn't be account-wide, maybe. Like, I understand the need for gearing to not be done super fast, but everything else, unnecessary. Yeah, I don't care if they don't make, like, current content. Like, that's the easy solve, I would say. If they don't want it that way, don't make current content currency account-wide. But as soon as it's not current anymore, make it account-wide, please. Because that's who it would really benefit anyways. I really doubt a lot of people that care super hard about gear and raid progression are doing a lot of, like, you know, old currency grinds. Flight stones should be account-wide. Yeah, and have no cap. I agree. Yeah, probably no love rocket mount for me this year. It's just so annoying to look at. Love is in the air in ATT. That is the only thing missing. Yeah, same for the manuscript. I even have the rocket because I got that in years past. Stupid manuscript. I'm still salty that they added it, and I pretty much forever will be. I thought Warband was going to do that. I haven't gotten either. They said they were thinking about it. Warband does not include a lot of things. I think people are inputting way too much on the Warband. The Warband itself is a separate thing entirely. They were thinking about adding the currency only because people kept bringing it up. They're like, okay, since it seems popular, we're thinking about it. So that wasn't even something that they were going to add, because they've said no to that repeatedly in the past. So fingers crossed they actually do. Here we go. Dumb. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping they do. I hope they relent, because WoW is really fun. However, it doesn't have a lot of the stuff that it has, and I say this gingerly, it's not a lot of replayability in terms of rep grinds, currency grinds, even campaign quests. There's not a lot of reason for me to want to do it again unless I really liked it. I would rather want to do a quest line or a grind again because I enjoyed it, not because I have to, if that makes sense. Especially if I already did it on another character. That's where the rub becomes to me. I've been playing so long and don't have this dumb rocket mount. Just make it so I can eventually get it. I'm sorry. I know the feel. In Guild Wars 2 currencies account wide. Nice, nice. If only they'd bring that to WoW. Yeah, it might be easy to confuse the currency and mats thing with the Warband Bank. Yeah, the Warband Bank is just like... Yeah, it's like a bank thing. It's like a shared... Like you can share gear and stuff. Like that is technically separate from the reps. It's separate from the currencies that we might get. It's separate technically even from the account-wide gear learning stuff in terms of transmog. Like that's... I think people are just... If it's account-wide, they're calling it warbands, which is fine, but that's not technically correct. It's not a big deal. I don't really care that much. I'm just saying. So, you know. There we go. Oh, here we go. Oh, I need to blow my nose. I can feel a sneeze coming on. Hold on.
Don Machiavelli followed your channel.
There we go. That's dealt with. Had to blow my nose. Anyway, thank you so much for the follow, Don Machiavelli. Welcome. Glad to have you here. And I hope you enjoy your stay. Okay, here we go. Back in it. I do miss that. Oh, I don't doubt. It is nice to have honor account wide. It really is. That's like been my prime example for folks when they're like, no, an account wide system would never work. I'm like, we already have one and it works beautifully. The the honor, formerly the prestige system, is account wide, and it's really nice. I don't have to worry about being like, oh, I have all this honor in my main, because like there's the currency, but then there's like the prestige honor system, which is really nice. I said might be easy. I mean, it actually is easy to confuse it. It is. It's very easy to confuse it for sure. They're making it grinding WoW terrible. My Evo still doesn't have his Lego, even though I've been killing Sark the first week. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, that's raids. Like, that's always been... That hasn't changed, I don't think. Because I've been retired from raiding for, what, like 5-6 years now? And it does... Same old story. It doesn't sound like it's changed much. Problem with a class-specific legendary is that it comes to be seen understandably as an essential part of the class experience instead of just a nice extra. Yeah, agreed, Aurora. Agreed, that's pretty much exactly what it is. Everyone expects you to have it, even though it's meant to be, well, like you said, a nice extra. Which is one reason that I kind of got out of raiding, because I was tired of that. I'm not a min-maxer, really. Like, I do very few min-maxy type things. Will Warband be a limited number of characters? We don't have a lot of information on it yet, but all they said is it's just your whole account. So, I'm going to assume it's as many characters as you have. So, that was the example they used. Your first account, all your characters are going to be in the Warband. So I assume, if anything, it'll be divided by WoW accounts, which I could see. But that would make sense anyways, because the Warband is just mainly bank and progression gear related. It's not that it's including the reps, it's not including the transmog stuff. So I can see it. But I don't have a lot of information. They haven't given out much. Like they have but haven't. So I don't know. Give me that. Get out of here. There we go. What's my archaeology at now? 520? Not bad. We're getting up there. As soon as we hit 600, we can go turn in all of this stuff. That's what I'm doing right now, so I'm doing it on this character. A bunch of characters have a bunch of restored artifacts laying around. So I'm using all those up. But to do that, you have to get to Archaeology 600 before you can use the restored artifacts, so... Which is fine, that just means I get more. I'll take it. Yeah, I don't care about legendaries at all. I don't in the context of, like, power progression. I just want them to, like, collect them. So I'm not, like, super worried about getting them when they're current for raiding anymore. I haven't really cared too much about that since Legion. So... there we go. I think WoW is doing a good job towards some replayability by including so many of these little side story missions and patches. In the future, when we level, there will often be ones we haven't done, unless we're completionists, which we all are in here. Exactly, Aurora. Like, there is a lot of replayability in WoW, so, like, don't get me wrong, there definitely is. It's more when I say that in specific reference to, like, rep grinding, currency grinding, just stuff like that. Like, that, I don't know, there's very few things, at least for me, I would say have good replayability in terms of that specifically. And when I include campaign quests, mostly referring to, like, unlocks. Like, you know, unlocking zones when I'm physically prevented from going to specific content because this character specifically hasn't done it, even though I've done it 30 times. So, you know, that type of stuff. So yeah, pretty much agree. Yeah, that stuff is not fun and should be shunted off to warbands. Agreed. Hard agree. Agreed. Because I'm not asking them to take out the grinds. I like the grinds. I just don't want to do it more than necessary, if that makes sense. There's a happy medium there. I don't care if they make the grinds a little harder and longer. That'd be fine too. To, you know, to compensate. Fine. Just, don't make me do it multiple times. I got 17k mysterious fragments, almost enough for the mount from the dig. Nice! Congrats! I know I just bought the... what, yesterday? Day before yesterday? That mount as well? I like that you can keep doing the digs. When I run out of things to do, I'm probably going to start doing that. But for now, I'm just kind of doing the weekly and, like, here and there, if I'm in the area, another dig. So I get the rep. I was gonna throw, like, all my alts at it, but I was like, you know, I kind of don't really need to. It's pretty easy. The rep's pretty quick. You get quite a few on your main. It's not a big deal. It goes pretty quick, to be honest. 534. Getting there. Yeah, like, oh, now I have to open up Nazjatar / rank up my dumb cloak with Rathian. Right, exactly. I have to do it again. And this is coming from someone, I've done all that stuff a gazillion times. It's not that I haven't, you know, that I've done it once and never did it again. Nah, like Nazjatar specifically, I think the vast majority of my characters, which is somewhere in the hundreds when I had BFA going, has Nazjatar individually unlocked. I wanted to throw up by the time I was done with it. So, and I don't want to feel that way about something, you know? I really don't. It should be a choice. Agreed. Hello, Tix. I'm doing great. How are you? Welcome to Archaeology Day. We're just doing some digs. Yeah, I love the dig. I want the whole transmog set. Yeah, they have some great transmog from it. I really do like it. I like I specifically like the stuff off the vendor, like the backpacks and stuff. Those are super cute. I want them. Which is funny because I've never really been a bag person. But, like, WoW's bags, though, I need them in my life. Hello, Olzy. How you doing? Glad to have you here. Welcome to Archaeology Day. We got nice scenic high mountain as well. Dragonflight is the first X-Pack I played a bunch of different alts through the current content. Well, that's good. Like 3 to 5 actually, doing Emerald Dream and LFR, and even a few doing Mythics. Good, that sounds like it really struck home with you then. So that's good. Right, I want to be able to make money farming visions of N'Zoth for pets without doing Rathian's entire chain on every single 70. Tell me about it. Ugh. But in Shadowlands, I didn't know what I was doing that much also. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I get it. I feel that. I was there once. That was kind of a Mopwad Legion for me. Legion, I feel like I really understood how to play the game. Like, it took me a couple expansions, because I officially stuck around in Mop, and I didn't know what the heck was going on besides raiding. So that was kind of all I did, raiding and PvP. Like, I did a lot of rep grinds and stuff. I understood that. But, you know. Gonna do some more Shadowlands campaign, eat a coffee mouse and some cheese, and go to bed. Good night, Kraken and Chad. Have a good night, Thalia. Oh, mousse. Chocolate mousse. Okay. Chocolate mouse, but flavor. Yeah, that's okay. I see. Mousse. I was like, chocolate mouse? That's a different context. Mousse. I love chocolate mousse. Oh, I haven't had mousse in forever. So freaking delicious. Oh, that's hilarious. But see you later, Thalia. Have a good night. I've done archaeology all up the Kultiran, but not on my main. I wish I'd started collecting earlier. I do have some of the chiefs I missed. I feel that. I wish I started earlier too. I really do. It's one of those things, like, I know I wouldn't have started earlier than Mop because I just didn't enjoy the game. But I wish I did because there's so much stuff I missed. So much FOMO stuff. And that's what kills me about WoW. Oh, the joy of MMOs. I mean, I was guessing, but I wasn't sure. Yeah. I still haven't ground archaeology on my alchemist for the darn mount. Vile, just because I dared to play a different character during Cataclysm. Oh, understandable. Yup. Like, you can buy the mount off the auction house if you want it. It's just the recipe that is BOP. And you have to be an alchemist to learn it. That's like when I was, some of you might remember, when I was leveling my evoker with archaeology, and he got the Vial of the Sands recipe, and I was like, oh, well, this is my alchemist now. So, that's kind of how that went down. Which is fine. It's kind of funny. Me too, I didn't know that would be a character thing. Yep. Oh yeah, I just want to use it to make money. Ah, got you. That makes sense. Definitely handy if you have it. I didn't know if my uncultured American self was just unaware of this chocolate delicacy. No, you're fine. I was just, same, I was like, chocolate mouse, is there something I'm missing? That was funny. Gold making is the only legitimate solo progression path in WoW. Makes sense to me. I'd buy it. Here we go. Let's see here. 563, we're getting up there. Because when we do hit we hit 600 on this character, archaeology, we'll go turn in all his stuff and then we'll change characters. Let's see, since we're getting close, who should I do next? There are quite a few. Who has the next highest? 25. Is that Oonoko or Raoul? It might be Raoul. Yeah, that's Raoul, okay. Yep, alright. Another hunter. I bought chocolate mousse, was like an Easter egg. Or I thought chocolate mouse was like an Easter egg thing, like those hollow chocolate bunnies. True, that would make sense. I could see it. Is it possible to solo Shadowlands stuff now? In terms of the raids? Kind of. You can definitely do most of LFR. Normal plus, you're gonna run into some problems. The mechanics aren't really too much of a problem, not like they are with BFA. Kind of. But I don't really recommend bothering, to be honest, with the raid specifically, because the loot is not yet set to Legacy. So you could do the whole thing and not get a single piece of gear. because it's, you know, not legacy loot yet. The dungeons are completely soloable though through Mythic. I've been farming those myself, so you can do those. But again, not legacy loot, so just a forewarning. Depends on gear. Normal is mostly doable. There's some hiccups like the Kael'thas fight and Castle Nathir that require comms heals. Yeah, exactly. Like, it varies. I didn't really have too many problems. So, but not legacy loot, so I'm not going to put too much effort into it yet. But it should definitely be soloable by mid-late next expansion, because I feel like the Shadowlands raids are a little easier than the PFA ones in terms of mechanics. So, which is funny because Race to World First had a hell of a time with those raids when that was current. So that's kind of funny how that panned out. All right, next one. Bloop. There we go. If you're in M+ Mythic raid gear, it's soloable except for mechanics. Sanctum really is the easiest of the three to solo, just because there aren't really mechanics to worry about. Well, that's good. Yeah, I'm only a 460 open world gear stuff, so it's 460 rep paladin. So nothing crazy. Not Sanctum, Sepulchre. Yeah, that one. I was gonna say, Sanctum has a couple of issues, but yeah, Sepulchre is pretty easy, honestly. Anduin hits like a truck, though. Just saying. I was like, dude, bro, slow down. So be prepared for some self-heals on that guy. Dang. There we go. But yeah. Yeah, like I said, it'll be easy peasy next expansion. I'm not too worried about it. He worked out in the mall. He did. Dude got into some lifting. Jailer made him, like, jacked. I was watching Taliesin's stream earlier, and of course it was all about WoW Story, and it made me realize that there are a lot of interesting opinions about WoW Story. I am not surprised. There's definitely a lot of different opinions you can take, because it's fantasy. It's a like with any entertainment type content, you're gonna have a lot of opinions possibly about the same thing. Depends on people's preferences. I like how Anduin grew a COVID beard with the rest of us. He kind of did, didn't he? It's funny. A lot of those opinions are unhinged. Accurate, Betties. Accurate. Here we go. What am I at? 581? We're getting there. I mean, I like his opinion. I meant the audience's opinions. Oh, yeah. Yeah, people get a little crazy. People get a little crazy. Just to clarify. You're totally fine. Yeah. I get you. Here we go. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, hold on, I'm getting pinged here. Hold on a second. Comes back a question. Okay, anyway. Someone had an important question. Okay, sorry about that. Anyway. Doing the archaeology. Oh. nice. Pristine, too. I like when I get pristines. It's a nice little bonus. There we go. 584. Happy time zone. Hello, Madiori. Happy time zone to you as well. Glad to have you here. Welcome. I have switched covenants and do not see Anima and the Soul Reserves. Are they separate for each covenant? They are indeed. How you do that, how you transfer Anima is kind of a pain, but be prepared for this. If you go back to your previous covenant and go up to the Flight Master, there's a vendor by the Flight Master that will let you pull out your Anima in stacks of 1,000. That is account-wide. Then, when you switch covenants, you can then put it back into your covenant. I don't know why they didn't just make it, you know, account-wide anyway, but that's how you do it. Yeah, the discourse is just nuts. I was entertained. Good. Understandable. Back to diggies. Diggy hole. Dwarf hole, diggy hole. Hey, hello Demilk. How you doing? Glad to have you here. Welcome. Welcome to some archaeology. Because it's archaeology day. It did not pull it out, so I guess Lotus in limbo. I mean, you can switch back. It'll still be there. There you go. Or get back when going back. Yeah, just switch. The Anima doesn't go anywhere. You have to physically pull it out yourself. So. Oh, there we go. Alright. Dig. I guess we're in an ad break. So, it's time. I'm gonna go get me a coffee for those of you that can hear me. And we'll be back after these messages. Ba-da-ba. Alright. I am back. There we go. Alright, back at it. Here we go. I got me coffee. Went to the bathroom, walked around a bit. Let's continue here, shall we? Ding ding. Bam. And yes, hydrate and stretch, exactly. Thank you, Misty. Welcome back to you as well, in case you went anywhere. 590. We're almost done with this character. I can stop at 600. Okay. Not this time. That's okay. Still, welcome either way. You're always welcome. How about them apples? Haha! There we go. Nice. 591. Almost there. Just a couple more digs. We should be Gucci. Okay. Ding ding. Love pineapple? Yeah. My family likes pineapple. I don't. I don't like hate it, but I kind of don't like it though. It's kind of strange. I'd probably like it if it was like one of those things where it's like if it's fresh, if it's absolutely fresh and not the store-bought kind, I'd probably like it more. But every pineapple I've had, I just can't handle it. I don't know what it is in it. I'm so bad at remembering to stretch and wonder why everything hurts. Yeah, understandable. Only fresh? Yeah. I'd probably like it if it was fresh. I feel like there's a lot of fruits and vegetables and things like that that people would probably like if they had them not like the store-bought version, because I have a garden, for example, so I grow like my own tomatoes and peas and beans and stuff like that. Obviously it's not active right now because of the season, but there's a big difference. There's a big difference between store-bought tomatoes and homegrown tomatoes. Like, there really is. Same with eggs from chickens. Big difference. And I feel like people would like a lot of food more if they actually had fresher stuff comparatively. Really hard to choose a cloth alt gear to like. Let me start over. Really hard to choose a cloth alt to gear. I like them all help. Well, my favorite's probably mage, but I don't know if that helps much, to be honest. They're all great. So I feel you there. I miss my garden so much. Yeah, having a garden's really nice. I have a lot of herb plants that I usually do on the back deck. Thyme, sage, mint, basil, multiple varieties of basil, oregano, stuff like that. I think I like the High Mountain one the best, because the Highborn one, the Highborn NPC ghosts, a lot of them scale up. Same with the demon one. But I haven't been having that with the Angry Tyrant spirits. They've all only been 45. So that's something to keep in mind. Maybe it's a good time to do it when High Mountain is available. Solo play is Warlock, because it's like Hunter have paid pets for tank DPS. Anyway, Arcane Mage is my cutie pie. I know, right? It is hard to pick. A lot of great options with the clothies, right? Giving up all meat but seafood and all snacks for Lent is going to be rough. No kidding! Oh man, good luck. Alright, I am 609. Something bursted me up. Oh, it must have been the... Okay, cool. So let's finish this solve here, and then we can go turn in and see what we get. And then we'll switch characters. Mine is fire. They're all the lowest DPS, of course. Yeah, my favorite is fire mage as well. Fire mage. My mom said good luck too. Yeah, good luck. That's a hard one. I feel like meat and snacks are a huge part of the average diet, so there we go. All right. Okay, and turning those into solves does actually give you more. Alright, so this character is now 616. Let's go turn in, because he should be able to now buy stuff. She's a little geared as well. Understandable, yeah. Let's see here. Oh, stretch. Yeah. Hold on, let me look at something real quick here. Someone's asking me a question. Oh. Let's see here. Hold on. Getting business questions. Good grief. Okay. Alright. Anyway. Arcane Mage. No Frost lovers, eh? I know Frost used to be a big favorite among people. I never really cared for it. It was always kind of my least favorite. Alright, let's turn in the Pristine. There it is. I love Frost to control Kite for ages. There we go. I knew there was someone around that was totally into it. Fire will always be my favorite. I like the lack of control. I like the crazy prockiness and fire that spreads everywhere and pisses everyone off. That's me. It me. Alright, let's see here. I mean, you used to be a Frost DK. Nice, nice. Okay, right. So we need to decide what we're putting all this into. I pull up my list. Let's see. Okay, so we need 2 from Tolvir, the staff and the scimitar. We need a staff from Dwarf and the sword from Troll. Let's do Dwarf. I'm feeling Dwarf. Let's go Dwarf. So we're gonna do Dwarfy. Let's see, I have 64 of these. I'm not gonna spend them all at once. Let's do 20 at a time. Because there's only one, and if I get it, I don't want to waste all. I've wasted all of my artifacts. Because you can't refund them. There's no refunds on these for some reason, so. Alright, let's do this. Alright, solve that. Do 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 do. Man, it must be a big one. Ah. Innkeeper's daughter, that's why getting that again. That's frustrating. I hate that you can get duplicates. Well, open up. Are you being stubborn? Come on. Yes, all is there back at the Covenant. Yep, it doesn't go anywhere. You have to physically pull it out. Okay, archaeology. Just turn this off for now. So, dwarf. Go ahead and solve that. That's unfortunate. Because I already have that toy. Alright. We'll just keep this open. Do one at a time. Do it this way. Hold on one second. Anyway. Okay, let's get this going. Now, all on the mission mount spot. Nice, congrats, Tix. Oh man, I just got a level 60 mount mission to appear today, but most of my companions are too low still. Oh man, isn't that the worst? I'm sorry, Haliag. Hello, Flop, how you doing? Ayo, subpoint goal, what? Yes! Now the trick is to hope we can keep it. Because I dipped below it last week. We hit 300 and then it went back down. So hopefully we can keep it this time because, I don't know what they'll think. They'll be like, no, you didn't keep it the whole time, so we'll find out. But yes, I did hit it. I'm super pleased. And now we have to try to keep it all the way until May 1st. That's gonna be the real challenge. That would be lame AF. Hey, Twitch has pulled lamer. So, Twitch has pulled lamer. I'm expecting it, to be honest. Hey, Verk. How you doing? Alright. Let's solve this cup. Chalice Mountain Kings. No. It's giving me a lot of rare ones, but not the ones I need. I need the staff. Staff. I need a staff. Come on. Hang it. Dude. Come on, give me the staff. It's not gonna give me the staff, is it? Herg. Archaeology. I'm good. Finally I had time to join your stream. Well, glad to have you here. You're always welcome, Verk. Thank you for coming. Glad you had some time. There we go. Nothing too exciting. We're just doing a bunch of archaeology, but, you know, still. Still no. A staff, but that's not the staff I need. Give me the staff. I need the staff of Tharzan. Arc. Here we go. Nope. Not that one either. Oh no. All that work. Erg. Nope. We're gonna a clockwork gnome. Great, but I don't need it. Haha. I should go outside and take Christmas lights down, but it's raining. Completely understandable. Completely understandable. That's no fun in the rain. I'll take a clockwork gnome, right? But I don't need that. And I'm all out. No! And I can't even solve for the clockwork gnome. Well, I guess I don't even have enough to solve for it. It's fine. Let's see. Let's go do a tiny bit more archaeology. We'll get like 5 more so that I can at least finish the gnome solve. Because that's really close to being done and I can sell that. Hello, Sarge. How you doing? Glad to have you here. Welcome. There we go. Let's see. Friday or tonight? Going on line 15, which you want to go? And you squeeze. Okay, the best revamp for Archy would be to give us some drop protection. Agreed. The RNG, especially of like the Kata and Mop stuff, That, I think, was the worst RNG I've been finding out of all of them. The WoD Legion BFA ones really didn't take that long. But the Catamop ones, woof! Those are rough. Okay, let's see. I need to turn Archy back on. Alright, we'll do a little bit more on this character, just so I can get enough. That really is a bummer. I got 2 toys. 2 toys! This is kind of a lucky character, so I'll keep that in mind. But, dang. Doing well. Glad to hear it, Sarge. Glad to hear it. Let's see. Sorry, I'm setting up business stuff in the background. Anywho. Yeah, really? Wick works today? Awesome. Congrats. Time to, camp them. Grab all your alts, Haliak. If they all have engineering, too, you can go straight to Korthia as well if you have that unlocked. And 15 CST, so that'd be 6:15. Yeah. Engage. Let me do one more thing real quick. I'm doing business stuff on the side, and everyone wanted my attention right now. I'm so sorry. Okay. Anyway. That way it'd be more like currency grinding than praying for RNG. Yeah, agreed, Aurora. Agreed. Oh, I didn't even read what the previous thing was, and I agree anyway. Arc needs a lot of work. The pain point is when you get, say, the same net of artifact 11 million times in a row. One change would be just put more Mog Pet Mount stuff on the vendor for restored artifacts. Yeah, agreed. And some luck protection or something. Like, I don't mind that it's RNG. It's just the rates and duplication are so dang abysmal that it kills it. Otherwise, the activity as it is, I enjoy it. I do enjoy archaeology. Yeah, I don't think the actual gameplay is bad to me, but just the artifact system, RNG, they just need to change that. Yeah, exactly, Haley. I feel identical. I enjoy the activity. The RNG is just atrocious. If it makes you feel better, I pause midstream at times. Hang on, guys. Mama's texting me. I'm glad, Mama. I usually don't. I usually try to ignore Discord, but I'm setting up an appointment, so I kind of had to, both, kind of had to give them attention, because it's for tonight. Excellent. Anyway, would be cook if, or cool if some of the Arc stuff would be some of the puzzles they use in Legion BFA. It could. I hated those, so I'd probably hate it, but that's just because I hate puzzles. So, I'm sure people would like it though, to be fair. I know I think I'm kind of in the minority on disliking puzzles. Right, it's a grindy activity, which is fine for people who like to grind, but then why fly all over just for another RNG's chance to grind? Yep. Put in mini games, make it easier to fast travel from one Arc site to the next, like in Pandaria Arc. That would be fun. No, I don't want puzzles. Yeah, I don't want puzzles either. I hate puzzles so much. I like the untangling puzzle ones. I can come up with something. Well, I think that's what they've been kind of trying to do with the new Azeroth archaeology stuff. What is it? Azeroth Archive or whatever they are that they just added. They've been calling that archaeology, and it's very archaeology themed, so I think they're kind of throwing in stuff like that to try to see how people like things. Because they said they want to revamp archaeology, they're just not quite sure how, because Admittedly, it's a little weird. It's a little hard to update it to make it interesting, you know? I get it. Telling me you don't like the Mists of Tyrannus Scythe maze puzzle? No, I hate that one too. That's like not enjoyable. I didn't get the soul last night. Okay, yes, but the magic power puzzles are the best ones. They're the least offensive, we'll put it that way. I still hated them though. Just don't like puzzle mini games. I really don't. All they do is infuriate me. Not because I don't understand it. Like, I can do them quite fine. I got really good at the Nagitar ones. But that doesn't mean I like it. You know? So, I don't know. I've always been that way. There we go. Dig, dig, diggy, 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 dig, dig. The Nagitar rhythm game can go straight to the mod. The rhythm game. What one was the rhythm game? The only ones I'm thinking of are the Candy Crush one and the Untangling. What one was the rhythm game? There we go. Boop. Okay. I have one. That's not going to be enough. They usually give between 5 and 7. How many do I actually need? Let me look at that. It was like Guitar Hero, but with 3 pylons. You had to intercept these sparky balls. Wow, I have no memory of that. Huh. Weird. I don't remember that at all. Guess that's how inconsequential it was to me. I don't remember at all. Was it a World Quest? Let's see. I need to open archaeology. My amnesia is fortunate. Yeah, I don't remember it at all. Huh. I only remember the 2. Okay, so how much do I need here? I need 15 fragments? No. Yeah, 15 because it'd be 20 and then 15. So I would need at least 3. At least 3 restored artifacts. Okay. I know how many I need to get now. I have no memory of it either. Doesn't ring any bells for me either. I finished those achievements last year. Mardiva's caches. Yeah, why do I not remember that at all? Huh. That's weird. Because I just did that again recently, too. Strange. The Earth Mortis with Wolf and Cave, I think. Me either. Yeah, I don't, huh. I don't know what you're referring to. I'm sorry. If you can find a video of it, I might be able to remember. There we go. I really liked ZM. I did too. I liked ZM a lot. I didn't like the puzzles in it, but I liked that you could skip the puzzles. I just did it like 2 weeks ago. It was the old Hexagon boss and Brawlers Guild. Okay, I remember that. I remember the Hexagon boss. Did they reuse that? Why do I have no memory of that in Nagitar? Wow. I remember the Brawlers Guild one. That one can eat my feet. Something. That was awful. I think if they added a gold making incentive to Arc, I think more people would care. Probably, but then you know people would then whine. Be like, I don't want to do this. Why is it for gold? Adding gold making to anything makes people whine. You can still do the Brawlers Guild? I didn't play then. No, it's not around. It hasn't been around since BFA. I don't think they've brought it back. Well, they can eat my feet, as you said. Yeah, they can eat my feet. Well, I was gonna say eat my ass, but I try to keep things somewhat clean. So, you know, I was just like, I was gonna say something a lot more vulgar than what I just said I was gonna say, too. But, I know well what you meant. I'm glad, Fluff. The F was there for a reason. I'm not crazy, it's the one I'm talking about. Yeah, I don't imagine you're crazy. Why do I have no memory of it? Let's see here. Let me look at this real quick. Arcane Pylon. Island game. Turn the sound off. Hold on, I'm watching it. Oh, that! That was for an achievement. Okay. Yes, that can go, and here I'll use my language. That can go eat my fucking ass. That was awful. Okay, that's why I don't remember. I hated it so much. I hated it so much that I absolutely displaced it out of my memory. Thank you, Aurora. There we go. Yeah, that was awful. There was a lot of swearing when that was current. Okay. Thank you for sharing. Cracking swearing is very rare. It really is. I try to keep stuff like that to a minimum. I'm a little more vulgar off stream, not like a lot, but you know, I try to keep it somewhat clean. No, that deserves the foul language. That was awful. Actually, I think I remember why I don't remember it as much, because A, I hated it so much. I actually had to have my brother come help me because he's good with minigames. He plays a lot of RTSs. And so he was good with like the reactions and stuff. Anyway. Thank you. So there you go. We have solved the mystery. That's why. I was thinking of like world quests and stuff. And when you said Mardivas, I was thinking about like in the cave. I was like, well, that's weird. No, yeah. Yep. It's the Mardivas treasures around Agitar. It sucked. I really don't like swearing in Czech. I just don't know how it sounds. I swear way more in English. You know, I hear that a lot. I hear that a lot. It's kind of funny. Not about Czech specifically, but about swearing in English. Kind of funny. We hated it so much we erased it from our memories. Apparently so! It's so funny. Okay, I need one more. And of course it's giving me all the huge ones. I need one more restored artifact. And then we can finish the I could probably do it with 2. Do I want to risk it with 2? Why not? Let's see if I get enough between that. Called disassociative amnesia. Yeah. Well, I have a lot of that in my life, that's for sure. If I do not like something, my brain will probably be like, yeah, we don't need this. Let's dump those files. There we are. There you are. Process of forgetting traumatic events. Yeah. Makes sense to me. Okay. Can I get... Yes, excellent. So I don't need a third one. Just to barely hit it. Okay. Yep, and the next one still isn't what we need. Okay, that's fine. So this character's done now. He's pretty lucky. He got 2 blues out of all that, so we'll keep that in mind. Nice. Nice, whoever did that one. But I'll keep that. Can't even vendor them, really? Alright. So destroy them. So the next one then was Raoul, so that's where we're gonna do another hunter. So turn that off. Rolled fear. Did you get rid of channel points? Yeah, like a year ago. Yes, I did. Long time ago now, because they kept breaking and I was sick of dealing with it. And they kept breaking with my other bots and stuff, so they had to go. Okay, this ghost. Here we go. Yeah, all the bots and interactions and stuff related to channel points kept breaking, so I was sick of dealing with it. I had to fix it before like almost every stream. What? What's wrong, Flops? Not a big deal. They didn't really do much anyways. Okay, I need up here. This one. Alright, more archaeology. No, but I swear I saw them here recently. I mean, it was quite a while ago, so I don't know what to tell you, Flop. Multiple months. They've been gone a long time. Okay, let me make sure this is indeed the dude with the stuff and the things. Yep. Excellent. Are there points here in the room with us now? Not technically, no. There's stream stickers. There are! That's the one thing that didn't keep freaking breaking, so it got to stay. Okay. We got that. We need to turn on Archy. Stickers. Here we go. Okay. Looks like my archaeology skill is 228. That's not terrible. Let's get the stuff out of the mail, and we will carry on with more archaeology. There we are. Alrighty. Yeah, we'll just do that. What are we arcing for? 4 different transmog items. Where's my list? The Staff of Amane from Tolvir, the Scimitar of the Sirocco from Tolvir, Staff of Sorcerer Thane Tharzon from Dwarf, and Zinrok, Destroyer of Worlds from Troll. The last 4 things from archaeology because I have literally everything else, including all the achievements. So, that's what we be doing. Let me make sure she actually has archaeology, excuse me. Throat making weird noises. Okay, don't need any of that. Alright. Up we go. Always a damn Tolvir. Tell me about it. I even got the mount. And like, I was, what, like 6,000 something tries for the mount? And in that time, I didn't get either of the 2 weapon mog. What abysmal rates, man. Don't mention Tolvir. It's dead to me. And hello, Ravenstar. How you doing? Glad to have you here. A Nenev. Yes. Glad to have you here, Nay. But kick back, relax. We're gonna do some archaeology. See, show dig sites. I need to turn archaeology on in my map, probably. Mini map, that is. Sexy map. Buttons. Tracking. So we want... Dig sites are already on. Okay, good. Alright. Here we go. Never wanted that jar anyway. Oh, you can't let it win, Flop. You can't let it win. That's what it wants. Cthulhu is over there laughing at you because you gave up and he won. You let him win. Ah, yes, it's still nighttime. Let's use our jar so it's daytime. There we go. Okay, so I need... Here we go, survey. Survey says, dig. Here we go. Back. Yeah, he can have that win. Oh, come on, you guys. Stick it up his tentacly arse. Love it. Alright. Back to the diggies. Hate that granite's so unrewarding. Well, that's kind of the point. It's meant to be super rare and all that jazz. Not saying I agree that, you know, it's, you know, not saying I don't agree, rather. It's gross. But, you know me. I'm gonna get it. I'm here. I'm doing it. I'm doing the thing. Alright, now we need to get this guy all the way to Archaeology 600, just like before. So we're gonna be on this hunter for a while. Kraken is like water, a river rather. Oh? How so? A Kraken is like water. I'll find a way. Is that what you're getting at? Water always finds a way. Cutting through the mountain? Yes. I will dig! I put on my Minecraft songs and I will just dig. Valley, whatever, you get my points. Yeah, I got you, don't worry. You're good. Back to the diggy diggy dig 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 digging in the high mountain. At least we get high mountain though. High mountain's quite lovely. It takes a little longer, but I like doing it here. Unrelenting, unresting. Yes. Absolutely. Why do we need to do new characters for these mogs? We don't need to. I just have a lot of characters that have a bunch of restored artifacts on them. And so I'm using them up. Because back when Pandaria was a thing, when that was current, you could buy restored artifacts for whatever you call it. There's a couple of reasons that they have these restored artifacts. Back when Pandaria was current, you could buy restored artifacts for motes of harm, or spirits of harmony rather. You can't do that anymore. So some of my characters still have that because I was going to use them. And then shortly after that, they removed that as well. They added a archaeology level requirement to the fragment vendor so that I could not use my fragments. My restored artifacts, rather, to buy different fragments until I was at least Archaeology 600. So a lot of these old characters, that's just been floating on around on them forever. I got like 20, 30, 40 on some of them. So I'm going to use it. So I just get them up to 600, and it doesn't take very long. And yeah. It's not a drop chance for Kraken, it's statistics, simply a matter of time. Exactly, Flop. Plus, it is kind of, I've found, helpful to switch around characters anyways. Because you'll start finding who's lucky with stuff. Like that hunter I was just on. He got 2 toys out of Dwarf. 2 toys in 1 session. So like if I don't get the staff on all of these other characters that I'm gonna try on, I'm going back to him. Because my poor main paladin and my main druid, who are the ones that usually do archaeology, no luck on them for years. Characters have different lucks with different things. You can call me crazy, but having as many alts as I do, and having played as long as I have, I promise you it's a thing. There is a hidden luck stat attached to each character somewhere. And whatever it is, you gotta find it. You gotta suss it out. So. I know I sound like a conspiracy theorist right now, but I promise you it's real. It's a thing. And doing the dig. You added 10-foot hat to your avatar. If I did a lot more conspiracy theories, I probably would. Probably would. Just find some really crappy PNG of a tin hat, just slap it on her. And my main priest got the infinite dragon to drop. I call her lucky for that. Nice. I know, I was really, like, wishing I could figure out how to know what characters have gotten what over the years, because I didn't really start paying attention to it until the last couple years, to be honest. Because there are some characters that are just luckier than others, and I wish I could know who got what, but that's okay. My main mage doesn't have bad luck. Well, that's good. Seems not so conspiracy when some item gives you plus luck, literally. Exactly. But she didn't get the infinite dragon. Aw, rip. Just me, the player, has extreme luck for loot. I always get insane stuff from the vault. Aw, that's awesome. Yeah, see, I don't have that. My, as the player luck, my IRL luck is absolute trash. Trust me on that. My life is practically a series of unfortunate events. That's what it feels like sometimes. Not so much anymore, but in my 20s it was. One thing after another. I just couldn't recover. Here we go. I just go into the vault expecting to get 6 coins for a gem socket. I'm occasionally pleasantly surprised by something else. Oh, well that's good. Good attitude to have. Oh, well, Crazed Trog does not want to give me the last blue bottle blueprint. Yeah, that one took me a while, too. The drop rates and some of that stuff are not great. Rarity makes a screenshot. When you find something, you can go through a folder and check who got what. You can indeed. However, when I did the vast majority of my farming, I did not have Rarity. I didn't have Rarity until late BFA, which is when I started tracking that sort of stuff anyways. So, all the luck from previous years, I have no idea who got what. So, there's not really a way I can really track it otherwise. So, you are correct, Rog. However, it does not work for me. In this case. Because I've been playing a long time. But I can try with the disc quest. True, very true. So good luck, Haley. Hopefully you get it. Getting the stuff. Arc? Rip. Oh, don't like archaeology? I enjoy it. So hello, Halorus. Kick back, relax. We're doing some archaeology. I enjoy it myself. The RNG is gross, but that's just because that's what we're down to now is the last 4 really stubborn... Really? Ah, let me go. There we go. Anyway, the last 4 transmog that I don't know. 4 weapons, so... yeah, I just need the blue bottle blueprint, bit of a tongue twister. Yeah, that is. And the last Mechanocat color from Rumble Rocks. Ah, yeah. At least War Mode is making it happen faster every day. That's true. That's good. Last time I grinded, Arc was in Kata, and I still don't have the Troll Sword. Yep, it's a grind. It's definitely a long grind. I don't have the Troll Sword yet either, but I haven't really been focusing on that one. I've been mainly focusing on Dwarf and Tolvir for those weapons. Yeah, Zinroke. Destroyer of Worlds, the 2-handed sword, the troll one. That's one of the 4 I still need. I had it when I played on a Kata private server. Was the heirloom? Nope, it's not an heirloom. It's just a BOA item. I wish it was an heirloom. That'd be cool. Not an heirloom, though. There we go. It was BIS for the first tier of Kata, I think. Really? Dang. Oh yeah, because heirlooms are BOA. Yep, heirlooms are BOA, yeah. Technically, even though they don't even need to be anymore because we have our heirloom tab and all that. But they still are, which is nice. It was in that brief period before they implemented heirlooms and put BOA leveling items. Ah, that makes sense. So it was kind of like a pre-heirloom. So I'm surprised they didn't make it an heirloom then, if that's the case. That'd be kind of neat. Oh, whoa, Abyss thing behind archaeology? Yeah, no kidding. I main DK at the time. Flexing your rare sword. Yeah, you're good. I main DK at the time. My raid leader had it, so I was trying for it. Gave up on it. Oh yeah, understandable. That's a low drop. Low drop. Very, very low. I was playing Paladin Cow. Nice. You were playing a holy cow? That's what you were playing. Alright. Ding ding. I'd rather do Insane in the Membrane again over Arc. I think I like Archaeology more, but that's only because it's relaxing, there's no competition for it, and I don't like mob grinds. Like, people can't mess with your Archaeology, but people can mess with your Insane in the Membrane grind, which I didn't really have a hard time with that one. That one wasn't too hard for me, honestly. I just followed a guide. I hated it, but that's only because I hate mob grinds. What's more relaxing than killing ogres and Dharmal for days on end? Yeah, that's not relaxing for me. Oh, it's painfully boring. People can mess with anything, never underestimate the power of griefers. I don't know how someone would mess with my archaeology, but you're not wrong, Aurora. I need to get my goblin rep back up. Yeah, probably good to do. That way you can interact with the Reblins. Reblin? Wow, goblin stuff. I haven't done the insane grind yet. Sounds boring. It really is. It wasn't... I didn't hate it, but I didn't enjoy it. It's less insane and more like patience. You have to be very patient with it. There we go. Very cool title, but I haven't felt the inspiration to do it. Yeah, completely understandable. Oops. There we go. Well, the part I was referring to is no longer part of the grind. Ah, I got you. Yeah, there was a couple of things removed from it, wasn't there? I think it was just because Troll was super common back in the day. I wanted the Vrackle horn. Gotcha. That makes sense. It was insane before they removed Chandrilar. Yeah, that's the part they removed. Yeah, that would be the insane part for sure. I heard about that. I don't know what you have to do to get that rep. I don't think... Can you even get Chandrilar rep anymore? That's why they had to remove it from the achievement, right? I don't think you can even do that anymore. I would love to be wrong, though. That'd be kind of cool to get that rep. Since I was doing sites so I could spawn Vrackle ones, I did troll ones. That makes sense. Assuming the Darkmoon Fair is easier now? I have no idea, honestly. I never really did Darkmoon Fair until, like, WoD, because I didn't know it was a thing. So, I don't have any comparison for reference, honestly. I just did the dailies every day, every time it was up, and eventually got the rep I needed. It was from Dire Maul turn-ins. Oh, okay. So there was a Night Elf faction in Dire Maul. Yeah, I know who the Chandrilar are, I just didn't know how you got the rep. But you can't get it anymore, I assume. That'd be cool if they brought it back, though. Did you know if you combine the Noggenfogger pot plus the Ancient Ember Toy, it turns you microscopic? Really? That's funny. I'll have to keep that in mind. You looted Librams and turned them in along with certain reagents for rep. Librams were the hard part to get. Oh, okay. Yeah, before my time, I think. When did they remove that? Out of curiosity. It was the same system that gave Quelsarar and the class trinkets in vanilla, all tied to those Librams. Got you. Yeah, I didn't do any of that because I didn't play vanilla long enough to get very far because I didn't enjoy it. I quit pretty early on. So a lot of the more endgamey stuff I'm not 100% familiar with. I don't even know where I stand with that one. I looted tons of Librams before they removed the rep. I should start that back up. Yeah, it wouldn't hurt if you still have it to see if you can finish it or something. I know they let you do that sometimes, like the Black Prince rep. You can't technically get it anymore, but if you're still like... If you still have the rep, you can finish it, I think, by killing Celestials or something on Timeless. I don't know, I did that when it was current, but that's just an example of something I heard. The same system, let me back up. I don't even know, let's see, Kata, when they introduced Night Elf Mages. You can't finish it, got you. That's a bummer. I have a few of the old class Librams that aren't in game anymore. TSM claims they're worth millions. Nobody ever buys them. I'm sure they are worth a lot, but yeah, who's gonna want them? Honestly. Oh well. We've got another ad break, but I don't need to take a break, so I'm not going anywhere. Oh, stretchies. Stretchy stretchies. They just turn the rep into a feat of strength. Gotcha. I started in BC Wrath, but all I did was quest as an elf hunter and then Draenei DK. I was the newbie's noob. Understandable. I don't know, I low-key want to play Cata Classic, but I just don't have that sort of time these days. I can't afford to play 10 hours a day. Yeah, you think the grinding is bad now. Woof. I was like 14. Gotcha. I know I'm currently hated by the goblins and farming rep. Oh!
Orski subscribed to your channel for 1 month.
I love how the bot pronounced things Olski. That's cute. Thank you, Oski, for the sub. Super appreciate your support, because thanks to folks like you, I can keep working. So, thank you so much. Very sweet of you. And now you don't have to watch the stupid ads, which is probably, assuming the timing, probably why you did that. These ads are grody. Do you mind? I am busy. There we go. I have many items that TSM are worth millions. Won't someone please buy them from me? I feel that. Or Draenei Paladin? DK or Paladin? I don't remember. Yeah, I don't know. There we go. Yeah, I did the majority of the grind in late Wrath. Took me a few months. Didn't get Document Fair rep done till mid-Cata. Understandable. The Document Fair can definitely take a while since it's monthly too. I've played since December 04, but Cata was the closest I ever came to quitting. Cata endgame was brutal at the start. Oh man. There we go. I've been close to quitting a couple times, but it was never because of the game itself. It was usually because of someone or stuff that was going on that I was related to in dev type of stuff. I won't get into it, but you know, I've only ever been close to quitting a couple times. There we go. Let's see. I played Classic again. Yeah, I figured as much. Well, thank you regardless, Osuke. I appreciate it. Okay, where's the thing at? There it is. It's blending in. I played Classic again after Hardcore Classic came out because it got me into it, but I got bored of it quickly and went back to retail. Understandable. I get it. I actually did a Deadmines run on my Classic Mage and got the Emberstone staff right before I stopped playing. I take it that one's really rare. Instead of being normal and being in bed with my wallet, cried again. I'm being in bed, my wallet cried again. There we go. I bought the first Warcraft book, the Dragonflight Codex. It cost me almost 40 euro to import here. It was the only one they showcased on Wildhead. Oh no. Well, congrats, Thalia, though. Those are good things. I'm sorry about your wallet, though, but you know. I don't know how rare it is, but it's a good staff for my level. Nice, nice. Well, that's good. I had to do 20-something runs for Sod for my rage. For my mage, I rage. I'm sorry. Oh, there we go. Nice. 300. Alright, just 300 to go. Specific for casters and healers and Sod. Ah, gotcha. Nice. Every time I see Sod, I think Sanctum of Domination, but, you know, I know that's not what it is now. There we go. You do too. I'm glad it's not just me then. I was like, why are they talking about the raid? Gotcha. And stupid raid will never leave my memory. See, I liked Sanctum of Domination. I thought it was fun. You hate Sylvanas? Yeah, that fight sucked. I can agree with that. That fight can kick it. Seriously. Sylvanas gave us grief. She did for multiple expansions too. I saw a book as well about Sylvanas for 100 pages. Next one, maybe? Yeah, definitely a good book. Definitely, all the WoW books are good, so I definitely recommend them. The fight was amazing. Epic the first 5 times, then ugh. Yeah, that's pretty much how I feel about it. The first time I was like, wow, this is so cool. We're going up the chains and the different platforms and really neat. But it quickly got old. Again, replayability. Oh well. If they put in another 15-minute last boss, I will quit. Wow, it was a really long one. I think that was part of what my complaint was. It took so long to do. I think I only did the first wing at LFR. Yeah, it's a long one. Alrighty, we move on. I need to customize this griffin. It's just the base one. Need to give it the foofy tail. And the same with first wing of LFR for Sepulchre. Understandable, partly because it took so long for LFR to release. I know, I really don't like that they do that, to be honest. It makes it very degrading feeling and rude, especially now that normal, heroic, and mythic all release day 1 of the new, maybe not of the new season, but you know what I mean, together whenever they release them. But LFR doesn't. Like, why LFR? I don't understand. You would think they learned their lesson all the way back in TBC with the Kael'thas fight. Remember having to play through 20 minutes of the first 3 phases only to wipe in the last phase. I can imagine. Like, I've never done that when it was current, but having, you know, farmed it just for mounts and stuff, I remember thinking that, going, I would not want to do this fight when it was current. Back when it was a little more difficult to solo. Book arrives on Monday. Do you have this book already, Kraken? Probably. The Dragonflight one? Yeah. I have all the WoW books. Whenever they come out, I buy them. So, more than likely. Should have split Sylvanas into 2 parts, the Chase Gauntlet and then the Showdown at the Arbiter. Yeah, that makes sense. I could see that. Yeah. Have an intermission spot, so she's technically 2 bosses. I could see it. That would have been smart. Sanctum was the first time I'd run a normal raid since like Kata, and Sylvanas made me be like, yeah, nope, not for me. Oh no. They know RWF guilds are going to run splits. They don't want them farming LFR too. I mean, sure, but then prevent it for Race to World first. Like, because that's like temporarily, you know? All they have to do is limit it for them specifically if they're entering the competition. Because everybody else, the entire player base, instead of the 0.5 players that make up the Race to World first, you know? Quelf gas is annoying enough to mount farm. Oh, Quel'Thalas? Yeah, understandable. Because Blizzard hits casuals. They also made me kill Arthas. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, now I will vanish into my bed and dream about dragons. Goodbye, everyone. Have a good night, Thalia. Thank you for being here. You hate SL? Oh, I'm sorry. I liked it a lot. That's some of my favorite raids, to be honest. Or stop tuning the game around 100 people worldwide who are in the world first guilds. Or stop putting things they need on those bosses in the first place. Yeah, agreed. Like, they can do something to work around that if they really don't want them running LFR or something. Like, seriously. It just hurts everybody else in the process. Only good raid of that X-Pack was Nathria. That was amazing. Everything else after can go kiss my booty. Ah, I liked all 3 raids a lot, to be honest. Nathria is definitely a good one. But I can't really pick between the 3. Oh, right next door, nice. Well, it is upsetting because the story is usually in a raid, and if a lot of people only do LFR, they don't get the story at the same time as the others. Yep, I unfortunately am in that category because I don't do normal plus anymore. I see all of my story via like Wowhead or YouTube cinematics. Because everyone's already done it by the time LFR is finally fully out. So I don't really get to see it myself unless I actively avoid spoilers for 2 months, which is a little unreasonable, you know? I really like the content in SL, a lot of collectibles, pets, secrets. It's the systems, anima, and covenants that sabotage it all. 100% agree, Aurora, and I think you're probably the only person that has actually brought that up besides myself, at least in my stream sphere. Hard agree. I like a lot about Shadowlands. There's just a few major things that really kicked it in the pants. Covenants were too restrictive. We needed way too much anima. They just needed to tone that down. Anima should have been account-wide from the start. No restrictions between swapping covenants. Or not swap covenants at all. Just when we unlock it, we're just in it. You know, like regular reputation. And the overarching story plot really kind of sucked, but I kind of take that as a whatever. I'm more interested in like game systems. Only because as much as I do like the story of WoW, the A plot, besides Legions, I've never really been into. And that's like the main overarching story of what's going on type of thing. The background stuff in SL though, I love it. I love the zone lore. I love the different Covenant characters. Theatar is probably one of my favorites. Like, you know. It's a very up and down expansion depending on how you look at it. You don't understand. This is trying to prove you wrong just how I see it. SL was great. I met my current guild and pulled me through COVID, but their raids. I'm sorry, Flop. That's a bummer. I skipped most of SL. I'm currently fishing to max there before I get back into the daily mount farm. Awesome. Well, I hope you enjoy it. I have been, and I'm almost done with it now. I'm a little sad, to be honest. That's okay, though. There we go. Yeah, it's an MMO. You're not gonna get all Tolstoy. Exactly. Exactly. That's why, like, as much as I harp on the story sometimes, I do at the same time, I know I'm not gonna get what I'm looking for in the story because it's an MMO. It's an MMO first, RPG second, and I just have to be okay with that. That's why when I judge an expansion, I'm a little more looking at like the open world mechanics, the end game systems, like, you know, did things feel like they worked together good? Was there a lot of pain points there? And I never judge an expansion like on theme, visuals, or music. Because those are always good. All of them are S tier in my book. So, you know. Like, I don't like Pandaria for a lot of reasons. But visually, top-notch. Music, top-notch. Thematic, top-notch. So I can't judge it on that, you know? I refuse to acknowledge that Arthas' soul is like destroyed or whatever. It's like, imagine Arthas is a puppy to many players in this situation. Oh, don't worry, Arthas did many things. Bad, but he went upstairs to a nice farm, and then Techi's skull shoot him in the head. That's exactly why I say that Arthas, in my headcanon, is Arthas. Arthas is Arthas, what's left of Arthas. He was reborn as a puppy. And so we now have him as a puppy. That's my headcanon. Because I agree, Flop. He is a puppy. You all remember that when we were talking about that during those of you that were here during Hallow's End. That's my headcanon. Arthas is Arthas. And you can't convince me otherwise. He's my good boy. There we go. You love that? Yes, right? See, now you can't unthink it because you're right on the money. He's a puppy. He was reborn as a puppy. There we go. Was a question of me to you as mop expert, but forgot it again. Well, if you remember your question, Tix, I'll see if I can answer it for you. I wouldn't say I'm a mop expert, but I appreciate it though. I love Arthas. You and me both, Haley. Absolutely cute. Okay. Also, remember to hydrate. It's good for you. What are we at now? 336? Not bad. We're roughly halfway there. Kraken, I have a question for you. Do you remember leading up to Shadowlands when I think it was the newser, I forget who, someone said there would be more secrets connected to Una since technically she's dead. They never did anything with that and it drove me nuts. Yes, they technically did, and I'm trying to remember what it was, because I do all the secrets, like, as soon as they're out. There was... They did do something. Because I know the waste of time is related to her, and Baal, the pet, is related to her. Wasn't there something else they did, though? I thought there was. I could be wrong, though. I don't remember, so if anyone remembers, help me out. I feel like they did. As far as I know, it ends with the waste of time and customization she gets. I swear there was one more thing, though. You might be right, and I'm just delusional, which is also possible, but, you know. We know how reliable my memory is on some things that I didn't enjoy. Hey, also... Oh, Jonah, hello! How you doing? Glad to have you here, Jonas. Welcome back. How you doing? Welcome to some archaeology. Also, quick tip to mages or anyone who can port to Blossom Vale, queue up for LFR and then Kirin Tor transport takes you there. No need to fly and so on. Interesting. Good to know. Thank you for sharing, Tix. Never really thought any X-Pac sucked until people told me. I feel that. I feel that. My least favorites are Mop and BC. Mop is because of various reasons. I dislike a lot of how the content was handled. And the 14-month drought was to be a little atrocious, but BC just is because it has a lack of stuff. It's just, but you know, it's its first expansion, so Me neither until I did raid leading on Sylvanas. I liked BFA. I loved farming Ezreite power genuinely. Same fault. I actually really liked BFA a lot. It's one of my top 5, I think. Should be. For the ones I did get to play, I don't think any of them suck. Yeah, understandable. For sure. And really fun in MOP. I still enjoy going back. See, I don't. Everything about it infuriates me. I don't like the daily system. I don't like the RNG system with the dailies. I just don't like a lot of it. There's a lot I don't like about it. See, BFA and SL seem to be the most hated, so yeah, which is funny. Here's why I defend BC. It was so much of an improvement over vanilla. No single expansion marked more of an improvement in the base system's mechanics, design, understanding. Oh, for sure. Like, when I compare BC, I compare it to new stuff now, which is why it's my least favorite, but I don't hate it in any stretch. It's the first expansion. It was better than vanilla. Like, so you know, I gotta cut it a little slack because of that. So I completely agree. But by comparative stance, which I know isn't fair, it's just, I don't know, it doesn't hold up, unfortunately. Whereas themed Daughter of the Sea, so good, absolutely. I love BFA so much. I had a grand time in BFA. I really did. Dungeons didn't have exits in vanilla, stuff like that. That is true. That is true. Well, you don't have to do them right. I like having something to do every day. Ah, same. In the current content. Agreed! Agreed. I like having something to do every day. That's why it's nice that we have multiple expansions now, because if you do a lot of legacy content, you'll always have something to do. The garage RP is so long. It'd be longer than the fight if he didn't have like 30 health bars. Accurate. Also, I met my best friend in SL, so that's positive. True, true. Yeah, anytime I judge an expansion, for the record, like, I don't take into account personal experiences, like meeting friends or raiding with a guild, because that is like, if you understand me on this one, it can happen in any expansion. Like, that's not something the expansion specifically put out in terms of their content. So it's usually just systems. I'll judge it on continuity or lore as well. I usually also judge story, but it varies. Whoop, there we go. Because I had a lot of great experiences in whatever we call it, Legion. And I had a lot of negative experiences in MoP, but those don't technically, in terms of like guilds and stuff, I also had a lot of negative experiences in Legion. Hoo boy. A lot of negative experiences in Legion with guilds. Almost as bad as MoP, but Legion is still my favorite expansion. Really like world quests? Same. I really like world quests, and I really wish they would put the DF ones back on the rotation that they had in Legion BFA and Shadowlands. I like that they rotate between 8, 12, and 24 hours, depending on the world quest, and that they are all on different rotations. So there's groups of them, not all at once. That's my complaint about Dragonflight, is you'll finish all of your world quests and be bored for 3.5 days because there's no more world quests. You just can't do any besides like maybe the pet battle ones, which they only changed to a daily one after a lot of griping from the pet community. So, really unfortunate. And because of that, I've just stopped pretty much doing a lot of the world quests entirely in Dragonflight. BDSM Garrosh made Sod Parable, what? I really enjoy how the Heart of Addles animation works. Same, that's gorgeous, I love it. I take the world experience over grinding the same mythic dungeon for loot. Yeah, agreed. I found my brother from another mother during SL. I teased him that the first time I met... Oh, I need to go to a different area. Get in the air. First time I met him, his mic sounded like he worked at a drive-thru. We have become super close and hell of a healer tank combo. Aw, well that's cute. That's sweet. BFA and Legion prop faves for how much I did get to play. I wish I was here from day 1 till the last day of them. Understandable. Nah, people will feel obliged to grind them. You have to protect the grindy little people so people have no control. I mean, sure, but then that hurts everyone else who don't have that problem, which is also a lot of people. I'd rather have things be more available more often than having so much weekly crap, and that's why I actually really don't like Dragonflight systems. It's all weekly based, or the 3.5 day rotation they started doing. I don't like it, and it's very unengaging for me, and so I've kind of just don't do a lot of it. It's very boring. We shouldn't have to put things in to protect folks like that. Just let people go wild if they want. You know? EM and ZC have a few ones do every 2 days. ED. Yeah, they do. They have a few. But, like, there's also whatever you call it.
Anonymous gifted 1 subscriptions.
Ah, thank you, Anonymous, for gifting Mama Dumpling a sub. I super appreciate your support. Because thanks to folks like you, I might be able to hit that 70-30 split. And congratulations, Mama Dumpling, on your sub. Thank you. That's really sweet of you, whoever that was. There we go. Anyway, I was back up here. Yeah, I know, like, there's the Whelp one that you can do daily. I've been doing that daily. There's a little bit on Forbidden Reach that's daily. But most stuff is weekly, which really kind of sucks. I don't like weeklies. Honestly, though, with me, he was a pug in a pug run of a dungeon my guildies ran, and he liked our vibe so much he server transferred. We haven't speaking ever since, and supported each other through the hardest time in our lives. Haven't stopped speaking, I assume. Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. I like stories like that. Honestly, getting therapy and dealing with all my stuff has really consequentially cured my insane feelings of FOMO around gaming. Good. It's fine what I do. I do what I find have fun, and I don't care if I miss out. Well, that's good. Right, but if you like grinding, it's not like there aren't things to grind. If you tie world quests, which are resources and rep, to a faster timer, then people will out front feel obliged to, then they have to make the rep requirements higher to slow them down, which hurts us normalies. Yeah, I suppose, but I would far rather there be the choice for folks. If people want to just go ham and grind it all out in the first however long it takes them, you should be able to let them. Purposely time gating people just ruins it, honestly. I would rather a heavy grind than time gated stuff. And it's because of that I strongly dislike Dragonflight, actually. Only because a few people whined about World Quest. It's always mine or get what they want in this game. Yeah, you know what they say. Squeaky wheel gets the oil. Welcome to the cult, exactly. What are we called? The Kraken crew, technically. Any monetary supporters, I call them my Kraken crew. Or my Cracklings, but in general. Cookies are in the break room and sacrifices are on Fridays. I love it. Thank you, Flop. Yeah, BFA World Quest system was great. Agreed. The BFA World Quest system was my absolute favorite, especially with the emissary system. I severely miss it. I liked the emissaries a lot. I really don't like that Shadowlands replaced them with callings. Those kind of sucked. Like the system designed around them. Emissaries felt better. Boop, there we go. If you ask my tank bro BFF about meeting, I apparently impress him by doing my nails while healing him and time walking. We have kids about the same age, so we wake up, get let me back up. There he goes. Get him on at the same bus at the same time and are online at the same time and just everything clicks. I adore my sparkly idiot. Aw, that's the best. It's good that your schedules meet up too, as I think I'm having a stroke, jeez. Good that your schedules match up too. That's always been a rough point for me and my friends. None of our schedules match. So trying to find time to hang out together sometimes can really be a pain. Hi, this is Thursday, no stream tomorrow. Correct, Ophi. It is Thursday indeed, no stream tomorrow. Still got an hour and a half left of stream though. The trick is just to make grindable things unrelated to power play as much as possible. Hard agreed. That way power gamers won't bother grinding it. You don't see World First guilds grinding pet charms a lot like I do. Hard agree, Aurora. Yep, that's exactly would be my fix too. I really wish they would separate it. So, cause yeah, I don't like the time gating. I don't like being limited on what I can do. I like having WoW as my main game, and I am gonna run out of legacy stuff. So, if I can't just go for it, like spending a week and then twiddling my, doing something, you're done for the week in like an hour, and then going, gee, I wish I had something to do. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. I looked forward to world quests and dailies every day. I enjoy that sort of stuff. Part of my daily routine type of thing. And if I miss it, whatever. It feels less consequential for me because I know there'll be more tomorrow. If that makes sense. So, that's why I like when Ember Court went daily instead of weekly. It felt so much better for me because I'm like, oh, if I mess up, it's okay. I can just do it again tomorrow. I don't have to wait a whole week in my shame. You know? At least that's how I see it anyways. So yeah, I agree. Removing the player power progression part of it would probably fix a lot of it. You smell toast? No, but I do need to light my candle though. Thank you for reminding me. Hold on. I was like, why doesn't it smell like apples in here? Let me light my candle. There we go. Candle lit. Hello, Water Goddess. What are we doing today? Archaeology? Yes, we are doing archaeology. We are still grinding out those 4 pieces of Mog. I need to be better about doing this weekly. Because, holidays and things keep coming up, so... Bleh. So Thursdays, from now on, gosh dang it, are gonna be archaeology days. No ifs, ands, or buts. I need to get this done. Not gonna get any progress if I don't do it. Oh, tomorrow is Friday. Indeed, tomorrow is Friday. And no stream for me, because I don't stream on Fridays. Which, ironically, The reason I picked Fridays is because Fridays are my lowest viewed days. Lowest viewers. Friday and Saturday, shockingly. I don't know why. I guess people are out and about doing other things, but still. Kraken, there's always more gold to make. Indeed. Kraken PvP arc incoming. Oh no, my PvP arc was back in WoD and Legion. Those were my favorite PvP days, to be fair. There we go. I only have 32 million gold. Nice. I only have a couple 100k, but I don't really gold farm unless there's like a major gold sink. And I already had enough gold to get the current gold sink, so that's done. But I also put a lot of stuff on the auction house. Like I have some 20-something million, I think, last I checked on the auction house. I'd have to go look again. Just random stuff. Mats, Mog, pets, probably a mount or two. I don't know. If it's sellable, it goes to my bank alt. And my bank alt puts it all up there. Oh yeah, it makes so much sense, absolutely. I love having something to do each day. Oh no, who is Molly Toast having a stroke? Please don't have a stroke. Yeah, it's not a real stroke, it's just my mouth was failing. Apologies. I have had a stroke before, but not recent, luckily. I like creating RP, creative writing around my favorite characters I've made. So while I'm doing quests and interacting with NPCs, my friends will ask, what would that character think or say? And it gives WoW so much more color and flavor to me. Yes, Mama Dumpling, you nailed it. That's exactly what I do. I'm a major RPer. I don't RP in-game, usually. But I do RP with Canary and Silver, and not together, but each of them separately. We have our own stories going on. But yeah, same. Absolutely same. All of my characters, well, not all of them, but the vast majority of my characters have some sort of RP about them. And even the ones I don't actually use in the RP still have RP information about them. Like, I have a couple of Scarlet Crusaders that I don't actually use in RP. Stuff like that. Wouldn't be me. I don't leave the house much. Oh, no, I feel that, Haliak. You're good. People are out doing stuff and interacting with other people. There's a world out there? Right? What tomfoolery is this? I have a lot of alts and just do the easy world quest for gold and drag flag world quests. Nice. Yeah, this coming Monday, I'm going to be adding the dragon riding world quests for gold back into my rotation. That way I can kind of recover a little bit quicker. I want to take advantage of them while they're here, and we got a whole bunch of them. Might as well, because I know as soon as, like, War Within, possibly even pre-patch, depending on how diligent they are this time, they're gonna nerf that shit real quick. So, use it while it's here. When is break? In 30 minutes. If I actually take a break. We'll see if I need to go to the bathroom or not. Assuming my stream doesn't break, my breaks are every hour, which is when my ad breaks are, so. Right, I've been enjoying the roughly 10k from a request each tune. Yes, exactly. Only RP with socks on? What? That's a crazy world now. I'll stay indoors as much as I can. I feel that. I want to RP in-game more, but we are all mythic gremlins. So most of my RP is in creative writing / Discord. Yep, that's exactly what mine is. Mine's all via Discord. I've even made some bigger stories with the brother tank, and a new one had another friend's character in it squinting at my priest. So now when we run one particular dungeon, he always squints at me to get me giggling over VC. I love inside jokes like that. Aren't those the best? Yes, it's so fun playing with your RP friends. It really is. I'm only asking because your voice could use a break. It certainly could, but I'm okay. My, over the past year, that's why I increased to 4 hours, because my voice is good. After 5 hours, after like 4.5 roughly, is when my voice starts getting really weak. So I'm fine otherwise though. I've adjusted. Can't go over 4.5 though. I really start feeling it. Yeah, I've been setting small gold goals with each character so I can buy the FOMO stuff. Nice. Good goal. Good goal. I like, as much as I don't like gold sinks, I do appreciate that the gold sink this time around is multiple items. It's not just one big chunk. So you can kind of pick at it. It feels a little better to do it in pieces instead of, here's 3 million gold, you know? So, what is that Arc add-on you're using? That is Archy. Just straight up called Archy. And there's the link for you. Specifically the one from Wago. Unless they've updated it recently, the one from Curse doesn't work. Did you add Salty to your to-do list? No, I've actually got that achievement. I did that quite a while ago. When did I get the Salty achievement? It's an old one. Is it Stay Salty? No. Why is Salty no come up? Salt. What's that one called? I thought it was called something salty. Well, I know it's under fishing. Oh, when did I get that one? Professions. Fishing. Completed. For the salty title. What's that one called? There it is. Accomplished Angler. I got that back in 18. So that would be... Legion? BFA? Late Legion? Something like that. So there you go. That one is already done. Luckily. I remember not liking that. It took forever. I'm off to lurk. I need to make dinner for me and kiddo. Have a good evening. Thank you for the lurk, Mama Dumpling. Have a good dinner. I've heard drinking mineral water is good and just putting a spoonful of honey in your mouth. Oh, for sure. I drink a lot of water, trust me. And my water might as well be mineral water. I'm on well water. It has a lot of minerals that we have to filter out of it, that's for sure. I also drink tea and coffee daily. I like putting honey in my tea, it's really good. Yeah, but no, mine's a muscle thing. It's not like a sore dry throat thing, it's actually the muscle in my throat. I don't know if it's because of the lack of parts in there that it struggles. I've just always been that way. Runs in the family on the Native American side. There we go. Oh, hiya Kraken, hope you're having a great day. Hello Darabelia, how you doing? It's a great day so far. Doing some archaeology, trying to get this character up to Archy 600 so I can spend all of his lovely restored artifacts. Honey is also first aid when a child eats a battery. What? Well, good to know. Interesting. Yeah, honey is good for a lot of things. I have a lot of skin problems, and I use this stuff from Australia. I can't remember what it's called, but it's got manuka honey in it, and it really does work. It's really nice. Or anyone needs a battery, I guess. Why would you eat a battery? I mean, I know kids are stupid, but damn. How did you die, little Timmy? I ate a battery. Wow. Alright. That's funny. What's the advantage of going in with a new Archy character over going to someone that already has 600? Well, for me, I have a lot of alts that already have a lot of restored artifacts from way back in the day, when you could buy them off a vendor. And from before you had to have a certain level to be able to buy the stuff with those restored artifacts. So those are the main reason I'm using up all these alts. But secondarily is because different alts are going to have different luck with different things. Like my mains that I use for archaeology, painfully unlucky with archaeology. And yet, when I took my evoker and that previous hunter I just did, just in the span of me getting them up to 600 and spending stuff, they got like multiple blues. I got 2 toys in my previous hunter. So, it's a luck thing. Well, some adults have learning disabilities. That's true. So are the shorter Saga X-Packs going to be shorter than normal? Technically yes, but I'm not entirely sure how they're gonna work that out. We haven't seen a full schedule yet. That's not how luck works. Well, tell that to my characters. Because characters definitely have different bits of luck in different areas. I can confirm, having played for over 10 years and having just short of 300 alts. Some of my characters, I have them earmarked lucky for certain types of activities. I can confirm. It's a thing. Sounds insane, I know, but it really is. Here we go. Nice. Shorter, but with the same amount of raids and zones like X packs. That's anecdotal? I mean, I suppose. But it's worked out for me. Because I farmed for... Here's an example. I farmed, for example, on my druid for 6 years to get a mount out of Tolavir religiously. Over 6,000 tries, nothing. And then I switched to a hunter, and within a week of very casually doing it, I got the mount, the pet, and 2 other blues. And still nothing on the other one, because you can get repeats. So, can confirm, different characters have different luck. I do have characters that are good at like first try sort of things as well. It's pretty crazy. So as a major altaholic, I can tell you it is a thing. Well, that's not how that works. Okay, well, you do you then. Chance is always a chance. I mean, it is. But it's going to vary depending on the luck that your character has. Because, like my main, for example, he rolls a lot of ones. It's awful. But I have my my main hunter. He rolls a lot of high stuff whenever I used to raid. And it's still that way, too. Then I have the crapola luck. Yeah, for sure. Nah, I get it. Sometimes my mage gnome gets more than my ret paladin. Oh, absolutely. As chance is always a chance, assuming luck is not affected by a secret stat. Yep, and that's my conspiracy theory, is that there is one. So you think there's some kind of code making certain characters roll higher? 100%. As many years as I've been playing, and as long as I've been a collector, I can absolutely tell you that there is something about that. Yeah, if you're around enough for stream, you see how Kraken's luck works. You will, exactly. It's a thing. It really is, I promise. I use it frequently. I gave everybody else luck. Just the other day, 3 people got the love rocket while I was telling y'all I hadn't got it. Oh no! I'm sorry, Opie. That's a bummer. Here we go. Let's get going. What are we at to now? 437? Blah. My chance is always either very, very good or spending several years trying to get a single pet bad stairs secure in Tor. Aw, I'm sorry, Mooks. You'll get it one day. And definitely use alts. I had to crack out the alts for that one. That one was gross. It's kind of like Canary. She's got insane luck. Just saying. Silver can confirm. Silver's got medium average luck, and then my luck is usually pretty gross, unless I throw different kinds of alts at it. That's how I get around it. If only I knew which of my 2270s had Love Rocket manuscript luck. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to just know, to be honest. I know, I'm sorry. I know you're fine, Haley. But I don't have luck with Ash's Mount and Love Rocket. No luck at all. I feel that. Am I out of both my coffee and my V8? I am. That's unfortunate. I could get another V8 though. Does sound pretty good. But yeah. Anyway, Freya, I know I sound crazy, but that's just what I've observed in my alts collecting like I have over the years, and so I use it to my advantage as much as possible. Because some characters are just luckier than others for me. My main has trash luck. That's why I don't use him for stuff when it comes to RNG. Whoa! Whoa! I dug up a worm! I didn't know you could do that. That's cool. Neat. Anyway. Still haven't got the manuscript. I haven't either. No luck on that yet. Let's see, because it ends Monday, right? Yeah, let me look at my thing. Yeah, Monday morning. So you won't... I probably won't be streaming this weekend because I'm going to be a little busier. So likely no surprise Sunday stream, since I know my Saturday and Sundays are tentative. So I'll let you know if I get the mount or not, because I will be doing my daily tries. And I may or may not get a wild hair and throw all my alts at it on the last couple days. See what I can do about that, so we'll see. There we go. I am free from the Kirin Tor hell, but not the Karazhan one. Sorry, I'm sorry, Mooks. Well, I still haven't gotten the manuscript. Yeah, same. Still lucky, Haley. Glad somebody got this here, right? But I'd given up on doing 1 to 3 tries this day right now. I'm just saying confirmation bias is a thing. Well, for sure, but if that's the case, I'm sitting on 11 years of it. So... there's been a pattern. So I don't know what to tell you. There's a pattern. Guys, she is telling us to make it a bigger surprise. There's defo a stream on Sunday. No, I'm telling you because I won't be here on Sunday. I got too much going on. Just saying it's also fun to believe in things. Exactly, Flop. Agreed. Since I was done with all the love event stuff, I was just running the dungeon once a day for the armor and got it today before I had to leave. Dang, nice. Congrats. Congrats, Water Goddess. And now one of these days over the weekend when I get some time to sit down, I'm gonna probably throw as many alts as I can stomach at it. Simply because you do not do it with a Gnome Death Knight. I actually do it with 2 Gnome Death Knights. I have a Mecha Gnome and a regular Gnome. In fact, I think those are actually some of the ones I was doing on stream. Because they were Death Knights. I was going top to bottom. So you all saw them. Fair enough. I got all of them with a non-70 male Gnome DK tank. Dang nice. So true, Gnome DK has the best look in the world. Mine don't. Mine don't. They don't really get much of anything. But, you know. Gnome DK is the best for racial it's busted, is it? I never pay attention to racials, to be honest. I don't have one just playing along. Aliac, you're funny. Oh, you're good, it's fine. I have one of everything, so I mean, you know. It doesn't really count. Here we go. Alright. Where are we at now with this? 456? We're getting up there. We might even hit 600 before the end, and we can turn in all our stuff. We'll see. Oh, hit my mouse. There we go. Let's do it! Alright. Next dig. On to the next dig, on to the next dig. Whee! Alright. I have a random... Or I have a Mechagnome Rogue, and it's kind of redundant. Skeleton, Pinky Racial, plus Lockpicking Rogue, but it's very fun. Hey, yeah, I mean, play whatever, even if it's redundant. I think it's enjoyable. I think my favorite gnome, my 2 favorite gnomes are my Monk and my Rogue, so I'm right there with you. Mechagnome is also amazing for Rogue for PvE. Awesome. Oh, I should turn off his pet tracking. We don't need that. Pets. There we go. Clean up the map a little. I see that her Mechagnome creation gave her extra sneaking abilities and her feet are padded to be very quiet. Aw, that's cute. I like that. That racial just works well for energy and runic power is the thing. Ah, nice. Very nice. Wait, I just realized it's daytime for you. It's nighttime on MG and Stormwind. It's because I'm using a toy. It's called the, what toy is it? Jar of Sun-Warmed Sand. So no matter what time it is, it'll turn, into daytime. So that's why. Because yeah, it is still nighttime. And it's awfully dark in High Mountain, which I like. But I also like how bright it is here. Nice and bright and sunny with the flowers and stuff. So I wanted to use the toy. Everyone in my guild refers to them as diaper instead of mecha. Well, I'm sure there's a good reason for that. It's because of the way their pants mog. Since they don't have any leg and boot mog. It really does turn everything into a diaper, so I get it. I get it. Hello, Canary. How you doing? Glad to have you here. Welcome. Welcome to a la Strem of Archaeology. I might actually take a break when this next break kicks in. I'm kind of hungry. I need a snack. Hey, another pristine. Neat. Hello, love. My face hurts. Oh, from the, from the optometrist? Why does your face hurt? Eye strain? Ah, gotcha. I have to say, not sleeping well is very nice this time of year. Because early mornings are so beautiful and cozy. Aren't they? I feel that. Makes me want to go work on my Mechano mog right now. I'll do that. Maybe shake up the whatever you're working on for a little while. Go do some mogging. Just want to take a break. Get out of here. Also, my insomnia has led for me to discover that birds wake up at 4:30 a.m. They do. They get right up at the crack of dawn, like a little before even. They're insane. Birds are crazy. Hey, another one. Neat. I'll take it. More artifacts for me. Hello, Silver Deer. Thank you for the lurk. Glad to have you here. Doing my old dailies. Finishing most of them. Nice. Doing Tulbarad. I liked Tulbarad, actually. I liked Tulbarad a lot. I don't really know why. Like, it's not really that different than any other little, just kinda, oh, here's some dailies. But for some reason, I really enjoyed Tulbarad. I don't have a good reason. There we go. Early bird gets the rum, and then with the rum? I don't know why I said rum. To be fair, I've been lurking since stream started. I just now put it in. Oh. Well, glad to have you here regardless. Yeah, it's kind of the funny thing. For folks that are lurking, unless you say something, I have no idea who's here, because it doesn't tell me. Which is fine, it doesn't need to. It's just kind of funny, so... You never know who's in the crowd. Ooh, spooky. Tulbarad is amazing, so fun. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I don't mind Tulbarad at all. It's very quick. It is, and I think that might factor into why I did enjoy it so much too. It was pretty quick and snappy. You weren't stuck there for long hours at a time. You get in, you do it, you enjoy it while you're there, and you leave. I'm like, I don't know, I kind of liked that. I also really liked Molten Front because it's like progression dailies. You don't really see a lot of that anymore. I don't know how well people liked Molten Front, maybe that's why, but I know I'm weird. I like things most people don't, so. It's because you can't fly and the dailies are very rewarding. Probably. I do really enjoy zones that you can't fly in. Because I'm definitely one of those people that feel like flying should have never been introduced to WoW. But, you know, that ship has sailed, so. Is what it is. Yeah, eye doctor dilated my eyes, on top of it being particularly bright day, on top of coming right back to my computer work, my eyes hurt. And you're not supposed to do that! You're supposed to wear, like, the big old thick sunglasses or whatever that they give you. Most PvPers get to have fun. True, if you have, if you go up into the PvP area. I do like the open world PvP. I like Tulbarad. I think open world PvP, like old Ashran before they changed it, Tulbarad and Wintergrass before they changed that. I enjoyed all of those. Just creeps watching you from the shadows. Lurks harder than ever before. Oh, you guys are funny. Oh, I love y'all. Always bring dark sunglasses when going for stuff like that. Yeah, they don't give you any? What? Mine does. They always give me some throwaways. I guess I just have a really nice optometrist. Oh well. I better have someone pick you up with a car, exactly. OMG Kraken, you so quirky. Well, you know, I try to be. Not that I try to be quirky, I guess. I just am. You're right. Not only have you hit points this month, but you did it in the shortest month. I did, and I'm so pleased. I hope we can retain that until through May 1st, because that's the cutoff. If I don't, you know, well, I mean, if I drop below this again at the end of the month, I don't qualify immediately, but still. So I hope we can contain it. We'll see. Contain it, retain it, whatever. I'll just play BG3 for an hour, I said. It'll be quick, I said. BG3 is never quick. Anyway, I went to bed at 7 a.m. Oh, yeah, there you go. That's funny. Do you still think that way about flying? I do indeed. I still think it never should have been introduced. I don't hate it by any means, so keep that in mind. It's just, I think we should have had like a better fast travel / waypoint system, kind of like the pads on Argus are a fantastic example. Those are really nice to use and travel around. We see them used in Bastion as well, and there shouldn't be any flying. Now, that said, I love dragon riding. Imagine if we didn't have any flying all the way up until this point. But, you know, just because I wish something wasn't around doesn't mean I can't enjoy it for what it is. So, but yes, I do still think that way. Well, Tolbarad was added in Kata, which is where they added world flying, so that isn't the case. Understandable. I think it's just because the topology of Tolbarad is fun to run around in. Probably, yeah. There we go. I did have sunglasses with me. It was really bright. Aw, I'm sorry. I think in terms of world PvP zones, as my mouth fails and falls off my face here. It's one of the best they've done. The combination of base control and vehicles actually worked. Agreed. I do agree with that. The Winter Spring ones, or Winter Spring, good grief. Winter's Grass ones, not so much, but yeah. Yeah. Definitely. You've got some good points on that. Oh yeah, it's a leap year. I'll get my money sooner. Nice. Yeah, I'll actually have a birthday this year too. And I will be streaming on it because it's a Thursday. My birthday's on the 29th. So, birthday stream. Also, like Tolbarad dailies, you just end up running around a circle in the island, so you ultimately end restart anyway. All good zones are circular in WoW. True, that makes sense. I could see it. Yeah, I feel like they were pretty well constructed, and they weren't like super annoying to do. I don't recall hating any of the dailies. Ayo, birthday stream? Yep, we'll have a birthday stream. I mean, I won't be like promoting it as a birthday stream, but for those of you that know, you'll know. Unless you think I should. I don't know. I don't do much for my birthday. Like, I'm gonna go out to dinner with my parents on the weekend, but that's about it. I've never really cared about my birthday, to be honest. Most of my family, we're not really into holidays and events. We just, yep, it's another day. Keep working. It will be so fun. It'd be an archaeology day, too, because it's a Thursday. So, archaeology birthday stream, I guess. There we go. What are we at? 502? Nice, we're almost there. Add a party hat and a blow tootie birthday thing on your avatar. That's work, though. That means I have to make assets and try to get them into the asset loader, and I don't want to do that. It's a pain. You should absolutely promote it as a birthday stream, but why, though? There we go. It'll be so fun. That sounds like a lot of work. Oh, ad break. So I give birthday gift subs to celebrate. Alright, I'll think about it. Alright, well, it looks like we're in an ad break. So I'm gonna go get me a snack because I'm really hungry. So I will be back here shortly. Kraken slapped me telling me to sleep. It's hit and miss apparently. I read in the forums if you never played Shadowlands and your account is a hit and miss, probably no actually skip the campaign in Dragonflight. I don't even know what that's about. Go to bed, Thalia. We'll talk about it later. Good night. Alright. I'm gonna take a break. I'll be back.
Cookie! Nom, nom, nom.
Alrighty, I'm back. Okay. Now, yeah, well, that's what you been. Ow. Ow. I'm back. I had a snack real quick. I ate a cranberry bun. And now I got my V8 energy again. Second one sounded good. So we're back at it. I was really hungry. I was like, holy moly, I'm really hungry. So I needed something. Alright. What were we all talking about in my absence? Let's see. I'm talking about air pressure doctor stuff. Oh yeah, what was your question? Let's see. Pause right here and read it, because it's campaign stuff. I might be able to answer it. Let's see. Let me reread what you were asking. Chose Covenant. Logged them out, see if I could skip. I couldn't. You do need to complete a Covenant completely before you get the skips. And hit 80 renown, from my knowledge, unless they've changed it. I don't know if you're still here or not, Thalia, but if that's what you're talking about. I quoted a post in Discord and Coffee Chat. From what I read, I can't skip the campaign because I didn't play in Shadowlands. No, that's definitely not true. If back in Shadowlands, I did do it when it was current, but you had to complete the Covenant and you had to hit renown 80 before any of that would kick in on alts. So if you've not done either of that on your main, then it won't be there. If you have done that for all 4 Covenants on your main, then there's definitely something you're missing somewhere. But you don't get a skip immediately. The skips are not for the campaign, it's only for the setup. They're half skips. So the skip, if you go in, you choose your new campaign, you say you choose Carrion, go over to Carrion, you can go right over, you have to take the first quest, talk to them, do like the first couple quests, and then they're like, hey, you can skip the introductory stuff. That's it. You still have to complete the rest of the campaign after that. There's no skip for that. So, if you tried to level that character in Shadowlands, there's no skip for that character. I haven't had that problem myself, but still, it's not like a major skip anyways. You don't really get one. Unless you're talking about Threads of Fate, which is different. Now, Threads of Fate is only available to level 60 plus now, if that's the skip you're talking about. Have you ever had separate something just because the other person wanted it, but it was not good, like oily, greasy, and you didn't want it? Yeah, that was me tonight. The hubs wanted to have fish and chips. It was blah for me. Aw, I'm sorry. Wish they would go back and do that on Legion. I'm tired of doing the Ilden quests. I have done it 10 times already. Yeah, I feel that. I'm at the story campaign to get to Covenants. I can't skip that. I have to do all 4 zones. Yeah, you have to have... That's because that's Threads of Fate. That's the Threads of Fate skip. You have to be 60 or higher to activate that. And you have to... You either have it when you immediately go into the zone for the very first time after you do the Maw skip, or if you do the Maw. And you have to talk to the Threads of Fate guy to activate it, but you have to be 60 or higher. I'm 70 and I completed the story on another character, but you have to go talk to the Threads of Fate guy. If he didn't approach you immediately, then he should be around the back. On the outer ring outside. He has no dialogue for me on my other alts. Fate Scrap, yeah, him. I'm not sure then. Silver didn't have any issues and she didn't really play in Shadowlands. Not much anyways. I'm not sure. I haven't run into other people with that myself until you now. There's something somewhere that hasn't been activated. But I wouldn't doubt it if they did some tomfoolery like that. So I'm not saying you're wrong, it's just... If that is the issue, I don't know how to get around it. I don't like this. I know, I'm sorry, Thalia. Yeah, I really don't like that they really wanted to remove Threads of Fate at all. That really aggravates me. It's dumb. I always do the storyline and pick up world quests at the same time, quicker leveling. Yeah, for sure. There we go. Oh, my other ults. Yeah, that's so weird. Have you done all the campaigns, completed all 4 campaigns, and done 80 on all? Renown 80 maybe? You still have to do the story campaign at least once to get the skip option for alts at 60. Yeah. Have you done the main storyline? Well, I don't have Renown 80 yet. Well, maybe that's it then. Because I know that was the other requirement. Was max Renown. It was 60 when the requirement was added. But, yeah. So you've done all 4 zones from start to finish, got the achievement for it. Not just the Covenant campaigns. Here we go. Yep, okay. Well, maybe it's the Renown thing. Beyond that, I'm not sure, because those were the requirements, and I don't know if they'd changed them or not. That's what I was saying. What was tied to getting your first Renown to 80? It was. Like, even transmog and stuff. Like, you can't use the transmog from other Covenants until you have at least one character at 80 for that Covenant. So... Oh, wasn't there even a campaign to Renown? Yeah, there was. Yep, all four Covenants have their own Renown, and the campaign would give you Renown to it. Was that just Dragonflight? Why is it not working over here? I'm in the red. I'm not sure about Dragonflights. I haven't really done much with Dragonflights, to be honest. Here we go. But yeah, from my understanding, I don't know if they messed it up, which is highly possible they did, but you have to do all the quests in all 4 zones, so basically Lore Master of the 4 Shadowland zones to unlock Threads of Fate. And if that doesn't work, to get any of the other skips, you might now have to do Renown 80 and to finish the Covenant campaigns for all 4 Covenants. Try to do that on 1 character. That way it just kicks in and you're good. And if you've done all 3 of those things and it still hasn't, I would put in a ticket with Blizzard and see what they say. See if you can get something official. Because other than that, there shouldn't be any other requirements. Unless they broke it, which is highly likely, because they did. They were going to remove Threads of Fate entirely. The only reason they put that skip in for 60 plus, you're welcome by the way, because I was actually a hard component on working with them about that. So, I threw a big ol' stink, one of the few times. One of the few times I threw a stink. Because that would literally require people to have to go through and do all 4 zones just to access their Covenants. It's a massive grind then to get your alts through quickly. Correct. If they absolutely broke it and you can't access it somehow, absolutely. So yeah, Thalia, if you haven't actually finished campaign, if you haven't reached 80 yet once, yeah, exactly, Haliac. You have to completely hit max Renown. Don't forget humans get reputation quicker. That is true. I don't know that it counts for Renown though, because Renown is not reputation. It is, in my opinion, but I don't think it counts for Renown. At least in Shadowlands, because it wasn't rep-based like it is in Dragonflight. Dragonflight it does. But Shadowlands Renown was just like Renown 1, Renown 2, Renown 3. That wasn't like points. You actually got Renown tokens for Shadowlands. So for Dragonflight, it does. But Shadowlands is different. Because you would get Renown 1 token or Renown 2 token, you know. So it wasn't really affected by that. A ticket? They would need a CS permit for that. Yeah, you're not wrong. I don't know what they're doing about that now. Well, they did break the ward clock, which is why I start at 3:30 Eastern now. Right? I know, I have to use a toy to have daytime. Fake daytime. This is what it says. Any characters who have already chosen Threads of Fate prior to Dragonflight will be able to finish it. However, characters who never initiated Threads of Fate will be restricted to the zone-by-zone Covenant campaign for Shadowlands, which is correct if you're below level 60. I know, I did a whole video on it when it was coming out, so I know exactly what you're talking about because I was a part of that. But it's supposed to be level 60 or higher. Also, make sure you don't have Chromie time on if you are level 60. I know you said you're 70, but it won't show up with Chromie time on, just as a general note. Grind more on mage then? Yep, hit Renown 80. So if you have Renown 80 in one Covenant and got the Lore Master of Shadowlands achieved, skip should be available for all its Threads of Fate. Should be. Quotation marks. But it's highly possible Blizzard broke it further than they should have. Threads of Fate was removed last year. If you already started to continue. For the leveling Threads of Fate, yes, that is correct, Rumple. Actual Threads of Fate no longer exists. The Threads of Fate, hope you can hear the quotation marks, that still exists is just the skip version, available at 60 or higher. You cannot level with it. So technically, you are correct, Rumple. And it's very frustrating. Oh, there we go. I think I chose a Covenant on most of my alts back then, so I hope I did it by Threads of Fate. Yeah, I hope so. For sure. I don't remember if my mage was getting Dragonflight Renown faster when she was human. It must have. Yeah, Dragonflight Renown you definitely would, because it's based on reputation. Like, you've got the little rep bars, like 0 out of 250 for example here. Here's one. 137 out of 250. But the Shadowlands ones are not like that. They are just, you would get renown tokens. Like, you do a world boss, you get 1 renown. Which was not affected by rep, so that's why it was different. For Dragonflight, they combined it and made it more rep-like. So, that's why it's different. Well, in the future, I'm making my new many human, so I'll be able to test it again. Gotcha. This is doing my head in. I just want to throw my mage at something till it works or breaks. I'm sorry, Thalia. Yeah, they did a lot of tomfoolery after Shadowlands was over. They tried to make it really hard for people to go back to it, and it's frustrating. The only reason the fake skip exists at all is because I wrung their necks over it. They weren't even going to tell people either. I only know that because of my connections. And I was like, dude, no, you need to make this public. That's why I made a video about it. One of the few times I was politely ripping on them. So... Okay, down we go. What am I at now? 538? Nice. That is cool. Well, thank you. I wish they would have done more and not done it. Not removed it, but, you know. Got something, at least. Do you have a link to that video? I could get you one if you want. Sure. Let me go find it. It comes up under Threads of Fate, but I can grab it for you. Let's see here. Your videos. Thread. Threads of Fate is being removed. There it is. No, not the comments. Why would I want the comments? Thread. Let me see that video, please. Here we go. There you are. There's the video for you. Keep in mind that this is about it when it's current. That's when it was, before it was actually announced that they were going to remove it. And I had to make them do a blue post. They weren't happy with me. Nor I with them. But that was a different time, so... Everyone say thank you to Almighty Kraken. Oh, well, thank you, Haliak. I wish I could have done more, but alas. Blizzard is really bad at making things chronological. It's very hard to know what to do and in what order if you don't do stuff when it's current. Yeah, it definitely is. I agree, Zandia. It can get really confusing really quick. Like, I know they've tried to circumvent that, but I don't know. There's got to be a better way. You're welcome, Thalia. 130 temps at Love Rocket a year. 80 more temps left. Well, good luck, Big Fire. Good luck. I hope you get it. You're welcome, Thalia. Just keep in mind that context is when it was current and before it was removed. I was letting people know about it. But still, video's still up. And that's before they decided to do the level 60 plus only fake skip. So. Here we go. So the info's on it's probably a tiny bit outdated, but still. Okay, we're at 551, almost there. Nope, nope, nope. Gotta dig. We're getting there, we're getting there. I'm being pinged. Who am I being pinged by? Oh, it's Jack. Name's Radio TC. Yeah, it's gonna be... Yes, dash nerd. And... There we go. Okay. Alright. I do hope they untie the story campaign with choosing a covenant and endgame content for new players that want collectibles and haven't been even been to SL. I agree, Water Goddess, 100%. I really want them to fix Shadowlands. I really enjoyed leveling there. Like, Threads of Fate could have been a lot better than it was, but for what it was, I did enjoy it. I really want them to do what they did with Legion and Dragonflight and just let us quest in any order in any zone, don't have the weird level of restrictions in the zones. And they already technically did. They lowered them down, each of them. They're 10, because that was gonna be that way, but they didn't finish it. They stopped and kind of just gave up on it. I think that's why they removed it. So I'm really hoping they give it some attention because it needs it in the future. It's porky right now. There's a lot of things wrong with poor Shadowlands. They really gave it the middle finger, which is unfortunate for the people who actually enjoyed it. Another person said I need to only do chapter 1 of the Covenant campaign to unlock the skip. I see there's a lot of mixed info on this. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Not surprised. They made it a big old mess when they did what they did, so I'm not surprised. There we go. Getting to level 70 in Veldraken, you get bombarded with the shielded exclamation marks and no way of knowing which order to do them in. Not to mention a gazillion side quests covering the minimap. Very true. Yeah. I experienced that recently. It's a bit of a mess. Like, I like the option to do them in any order. I don't want them to restrict us. However, I would like all I would request is a little pop-up or a little NPC to say, this is part 5 of these campaigns. This is the order. Like, I want them to say the order of them somewhere and say, hey, if you do this campaign, we recommend you doing this one from this NPC first so you get the context of the story. Like, that's it. That's all they'd need to do. To have a little warning pop up. It's like, hey, you're doing this before the start. Before the other 2 campaigns that you should do first. You know? That would be great, but, you know. BC every other X-Pack until you do all endgame content without having to do the leveling story. Agreed. Makes me a bit grumpy. Aw, I'm sorry, Haley. Just put a little number on the shield icon. Yeah, that too. That would fix it, to be honest. That would help a lot. Why do I not plant stuff in ED? Load of cosmetics in there. I do every Tuesday. I do all of my weeklies for Dragonflight on Tuesdays. Today's Thursday, so I'm already done for the week. So that's already been done. And you'll see me do it again next Tuesday. You know what I would love finally? Player housing. Absolutely. Done well, agreed. Not the Final Fantasy version. At least in terms of the scarcity thing. I'd prefer the ESO version. I liked ESO housing. Like, I did the campaign fine on my main, but it's annoying to see it like on all my alts. Yeah, understandable. Now I'm going to bed for sure. Good night, Thalia. See you later. Yeah, please don't tie it to PvP and make it a commodity. Agreed. And personally, I would love a farming mechanic, something they have in BDO. Yeah, I like in ESO, you can craft stuff. I thought that was really neat. You can like craft stuff for furniture and things for the houses. So I thought that was fun. I never did housing in Black Desert Online the brief time I played it, but I did like their mount system. If they keep what they promised for WoD, I bet all players will spend plenty of time in them still. Just like the BlizzCon panel. Yeah, absolutely. BDO has a good housing system too. Well, that's good to hear. I've never used it. I played it for a brief time, so I didn't get far enough to get one. I missed that. I chose Threads of Fate on my active alts, got a couple of 50s who didn't do it. I did buy Broker's Mark for those I chose it on. Well, that's good. Yeah, if you were able to take advantage of it while it was current, I'm glad for folks who could, because it was good. And they broke it. I don't know why. I lost my BDO account. It got deleted in 2021. Aw, I'm sorry. Did they like delete it over a certain period of time? I probably don't have mine anymore. It's been years. They should make a carpenter profession if they ever do the housing thing. Both EQ and ESO has that, I think. They do. They do. That's kind of the one I was talking about. I was making like chairs or something. And I really enjoyed it. It was actually fun. They changed servers and inactive players got destroyed. Oh no. Yeah, mine's probably gone too then if that's the case. It's been years. I think like BFA was when I technically played it last. Carpentry would be fun. It really would. It would. Some sort of woodworking. Maybe they could tie it in with inscription or something. I don't know. Woodworking prof. Heck yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That'd be fun. 575. I think we'll be able to... We'll definitely be able to hit 600 before the end of stream here. They sent out emails in 2021 about it. You just had to migrate. If you did that, you're fine. Yeah, I didn't. I absolutely didn't. I haven't played it since probably like... Yeah, way before that. I think Lord of the Rings Online has Furniture Prof as well. I don't know why I said furniture. Furniture. Oops, I completed the 9.0 campaign 45 times and preferred it to Threads of Fate. Call me strange. No, you're fine. You're totally fine. I would prefer what they did with Dragonflight and Legion instead of Threads of Fate or the campaign, where you can do any zone in any order. Everything's available. You don't have a level requirement thing. And you could also do the world quests and bonus objectives and all that still for XP. And rares and stuff. And treasures. That's what I want. That is my ultimate leveling experience. Dragonflight kind of did it, but they did some things with Dragonflight leveling I dislike. I won't get into it because it's boring, but the essence is there. Am I crazy or does your vigor look different? It does. It is different because I'm riding the Elgarian Storm Rider, so it makes a different bar. And the color will change too depending on what armor I choose. So you are correct. You're not crazy. There we go. Well, the Evoker has a Unity belt, and I have the other 12s. Not sure I'll go back. Yeah, understandable. Getting close. Y'all think I should do dwarf or troll when I turn these in? I might go ahead and do dwarf again, but I don't know. My other character was pretty dang lucky with Dwarf. He got 2 blues right off the bat. So I might do Troll on this one. Dwarf? You think Dwarf? I'll probably do Dwarf. Probably try to get that one down. Man, I'm gonna feel. I feel like I'm gonna stay up late and play BJ3. We'll do it. Ultimate experience is a no cap but dynamic zone adaptation. Also some kind of living world stuff. Yeah, for sure. Faux show. Diggy diggy dig dig. We're almost 600. Oh, hello. I was so glad they added this, what's it even called? The thing they did for Evokers, but they added it to Worgen. Calm the Wolf. That lets you automatically go back to your human form after combat. I really like that. I'm so glad they added it to Worgen. Where you can see all the changes you made, not all the same, free somewhere in time. Agreed, Tix. That is definitely one of my complaints. That's why I like Molten Front, the daily area, so much. Because of that exact thing. As you progress through the dailies, the zone changes and visually reflects what you've done. And so like the tree gets bigger, there's a moon well. Like I liked that, a lot of that. And we don't have a lot of that in WoW. It's kind of disappointing. Yes, it's great. Yes, agreed. How to calm a furry argument. Calm your wolf. Exactly. Yes, it's so nice. Because then I can realistically have this character as a Worgen, and it's fine. Oh cool, I just got the Molten Front started for the first time. Well, I hope you like it. I really enjoyed Molten Front a lot. And I liked that you could choose between 2 different dailies instead of them having be... They're a little RNG-ish because they do rotate, but it's not like hardcore RNG. I feel like Molten Front was just built really well. I actually did that one multiple times because I purely enjoyed it. So, there we go. AFK, all good, Flop. I did the first intro quest for it during Kata time walking. Oh, nice. Well, I hope you enjoy it. I had a great time with it. I might do it again, to be honest. There's a couple of rare pets that you can only get as a hunter by doing that quest line, and I really want them. So I might do that again. I really liked the flying daily. Yes, that was fun where you're flying around like shooting at stuff. Or the one where you're shooting down the other, the firebirds. It's pretty great. 595. Awesome. We'll finish this last... Well, we're almost there. Oh, it's right here. Now they do the phasing a whole zone instead and put Zadormi there. Always messes up things for seasonal events when you end up in the wrong phase. Accurate. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm glad they have the Zadormi tech. I'm glad we have that option because it gives them a way to, you know, do the phasey and not remove the old stuff. However, I agree. I would like the progressional stuff better, personally. Maybe do both. Do both. That way people can have the old version and not complain. Molten Front system was awesome. I'm glad you liked it too. I feel less insane because I feel like over the years I'll tell people like, oh, I loved this one area, and they're like, are you serious? That was the worst part of that expansion. And I'm like, I guess I'm weird then if that's the case. I feel like that a lot. So having all of you here with similar interests has been really nice, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not the type that I need to be validated, but I guess it's a little nice knowing I'm not insane. It would be nice if during the seasonal events it would default to the old version. That is true. Or just have them in both. That's the other one. Put a new version in the new version. You know? So it doesn't matter which one you're in. There we go. Noise, 600. Beautiful. Not even gonna finish that. Let's go back and turn in our stuff. Because I can buy fragments. Here we go. Y'all ready? Ready for some disappointment? I got 4 pristines on that too. Wow. That's amazing. Okay, let's turn in these pristines. Very nice. Beautiful. Job's done. Good sound. Okay, alright, alright, alright. So let's open you up. You over here. Let's get our archaeology open. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do dwarf. We'll stick with dwarf for now. Alright. So, we're gonna open this a little bit at a time because I only need one whole thing from dwarf. And I don't want to waste all of my stuff. Horn hunting knife. Alrighty-roo. Vendor all that stuff. Let's go, dwarves! Is the Legion Archaeology move still up this week? It is indeed, but I would probably go do it right now, before, or at least before reset. Because I think it goes away next week. I think, from what I've been hearing. So yes, it is still currently available. Go do it before it's gone. Otherwise you'll have to wait like 6 months or whatever it is. For those who still need it, go get it. Absolutely, go get it. Alrighty, winged helm, nope. Light gauntlets, nope. Solve. I think you're right. I think it would go away with next reset. I believe so, yeah. So, I think it's going away. Got a few days left on that before it'll be gone for 6 months. Support band. Oh. Disappointment train. Wormhole of Burning Eye. Cool. Too bad that's not actual transmog. Seems neat. A lot of cool lore items. That's another thing too. When I do finally get the last 4 items that I'm missing from archaeology, I'm gonna do a lore read archaeology video. I know people probably won't give much of a rip, but for posterity and preservation. Because when they revamp this in the future, we might not get to keep all this. Because every single item, every single solve, you get the lore from it, the history. And it's very fascinating stuff. Like, what's one random fact that we learned? Oh, Ajara has an aversion to cats. Random fact. And you learn that through archaeology. Just little things like that. It's kind of neat. So, definitely gonna do that. Innkeeper's daughter again. Oh, no. No, 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 no. It's all wrong. I don't want this one again. Wasting my stuff. Don't give me the toy again. No. Wasting my fragments. Rude. Oh man, I got excited for a second. I saw a sword. Nope. I need a staff. Come on. Give me the staff. Dwarven baby socks. No! Now! My lich is showing. I'm gonna start turning into a lich. Angrily. Demand the souls of the innocent. Mwah. Give the staff, please. Let's go. Nope. Alright. Keep going. Chalice of the Mountain Kings. Gosh darn it! No! Stop giving me the wrong toys! No! And I'm out of stuff again. Ah, pain. Okay. Alright. That's frustrating. Well, this character's done at least. No staff, I'm afraid. Alright, vendor, all that stuff. Let's see. Oh, I didn't look. Shoot. Who's the other one? Who had more? Come here. Next one. So who has the most the next? 18. So it's going to be Latte. Okay. Next character. Oh, my toy ran out. It's dark. It's dark, I'm scared. I send that to Latte. Whoop. No staff. Boo. Dump all this stuff. Next. Okay. All right, Hero.
More work.
More work. All right. All right, Hero. So, let's see. Mail. And I think people say World First Raiders have it rough. They've never tried to get archaeology items. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Not me getting a flash and BG in a character screen because stuff isn't loading quick enough. That's funny. Wow, such a discovery. Right? Alright. You know, I am really hungry, and we got about 15 minutes left to stream. Still haven't gotten Viola stands. I'm sorry. Thought I'm a plater guy, now I see more cloth than plater. The recipe, that is. Oh, I'm sorry. I feel that, though. I feel that. Woof. Well, I really need to go to the bathroom. And I'm really hungry. We only got about 15 minutes left to stream, so I might go ahead and close it. Because we just finished with that character, so before I go get this guy entrenched in the depths of archaeology, because I won't be doing more archaeology until next Thursday, and it won't be High Mountain anymore. It'll be whatever it shifts to next, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it there for the day. I'm hungry and tired, and I'm gonna go bathroom. In the potty. So here's my schedule for all you that are here. You have a fantastic evening / afternoon / weekend, and check out that schedule. It'll convert to your time zone, so you have the proper times and days for when I'm live. And I probably won't do my tentative streams on the weekend because I'll be busy, so I'll be back next Monday. So you all have a fantastic evening, and have a good night. Bye-bye, I love you, see you later!